Nobody, no crime. Well, not on my time. Eyes are watching, giving victims a voice. Raise your voice from Delphi to Camden, and there will be no more botching. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an alibi if you collect evidence in red Solo cups. If your expert says it just did, you might have a problem. We might not be Dateline, but come along if you want a great time. Grab yourself a glass of wine, and let's talk some true crime. And hey, you'll even have an alibi.
Hello again. Hello. Seems so long, but yet so short. We were just together. Then we went over and joined Valhalla Awaits for his live show, which was fantastic. What did you guys think? Did we enjoy his presentation? Very interesting, wasn't it? Yes, Valhalla was great. I'm glad I saw some of you in the chat who had not been to Valhalla's yet and not subscribed who did. So that makes me super happy. He's a great guy and a great member of this community who is a two-time veteran and happened to take some of this stuff personally, wanted to check into some stuff, right? And did so. So anyways, he's a fantastic guy. So yes, please subscribe to him. And if you haven't checked it out, go over there after and check out his live stream that he just did. Yes, he is one smart cookie. Yeah, hi Lauren. I'm so glad that you went live again since the first one had to catch up on replay. Then I'm over Valhalla right now. It's ending. Oh, fantastic music to the soul. Yes. Lauren, he's a combat veteran. Yes, he is a combat veteran. He's a badass, right? And I think people take that for granted. Like, saying you donated something and showing receipts. People who actually are combat veterans, people who served the country, are going to take that pretty serious, right? And so it's a big deal. I don't know what she did, what she didn't, but seems a little fishy to me too. So, call me crazy, but hello, Olap. Olap is just dropping hits after hits on her channel. You guys, please go over and sub to Olap. She is having some incredible videos, incredible streams. They are hilarious. So if you're not subscribed to her, please do so. Also, Amy Boston is having some wonderful streams that are quite intriguing and funny and lovely. So please go sub to Amy. Amy from Boston as well. If my mods are in here, they can drop the links for me. But we like to create a community where we support people, because that's the exact opposite that Machado does. My thumbnail is Machado on a playground, because bullies love playgrounds. There's lots of children, open space, teachers aren't around as much to catch the bullying, so to speak. Miss USMC, thank you so much. You have gifted 5 Common Sense Investigator memberships. Congratulations to those of you who got a membership. Ms. V is also a veteran and someone who served our country. Thank you so much. And she is such a big supporter of this channel and of many, many other channels in this community, and just such a generous person. And we love her very much. Put hearts in the chat if you received one of those memberships. And if you did, you will now get access to my members only photos that I post for my members. Oh, Olap got one. Excellent. So good. Thank you so much. And Maylin says, Lauren, you aren't wrong about playground bullies. I know. That's a lot of time the bullying goes on the playgrounds. Now, we'd like to think these people would grow out of it, but sometimes this does not happen. This continues to go on through elementary school, middle school, high school, and sometimes in adult life. And that is what we're experiencing and seeing daily from Jess Machado. This is a gross tactic that you would hope that someone would grow out of. Not that it makes it okay when they're little and doing it. Sparkly Rabbit, thank you so much. Sparkly Rabbit gifted 5 Common Sense Investigator memberships. Thank you so much. Sparkly is also a fellow content creator. And if you're not subbed to Sparkly Rabbit, you need to go subscribe to Sparkly Rabbit. If any of my mods are in here, please link her channel. I just joined her for trivia the other night for the first time. It was really fun. I'm terrible at trivia, but I had a really good time. Sparkly Rabbit wants to have fun. She wants to brighten people's days. And, we need that. We need more of it. So thank you so much, Sparkly. You're also so very kind to this channel and fellow content creators, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm terrible at trivia. Terrible, but it was still really, really fun. Some of you ladies like Panda and Mo Esquire, who else was it? Someone from Hawaii. They were so good. Kazi was good too. But they were really, really good. So anyways, that's a fun time. I will most likely be joining again and trying to do better. Malin saying, Sparkly Rabbit is so positive. I love it. Exactly. We have a lot of sometimes dark cases or lately dark drama. And sometimes you just need to dance. And Sparkly Rabbit will do it. She will dance. So it's good times. So, yes, bullies love playgrounds. They feed on it. Hopefully, this is something that... Excellent, Jojo. Yes, there was also some people that were gifting memberships in that chat. So generous. This community is fantastic. So, yes, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, YouTube Tubery. Your hair looks so great. Let it shine. Thank you. Yeah, I was out with friends this morning, and that's when I got word that Machado had said a bunch of shit about me and some other people like Jimmy and Aiden and all that stuff, and then immediately took it off. So I'm like, we'll go live when I get home. So we did. But Panda Bear, speaking of good trivia players, Panda Bear just became a member of the channel. Thank you so much. We are happy to have you, and I'm going to try to get to your standard. I cannot make any promises because I've always sucked at trivia, but I enjoyed playing it with you guys. It was really fun. And Panda Bear also gifted 5 Common Sense Investigator memberships. Thank you so much, Panda. That is so generous of you. All you guys put hearts in the chat if you were gifted one of those memberships so I can see. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like I've said this before. We're on different platforms, She's does her own thing. I do my thing. I don't know what there's. Again, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, the whole thing is silly. Did you see the turtle bot emoji I made? No, I wasn't sure. if it was good for you or Turtlebot. Oh, I didn't see it, Derek. Is it on your Twitter? I'll have to check it out. Um, doo-doo-doo. Wendy, I think Bay Harbor likes to go in different people's chats, and we welcome everyone here. I have bunnies in here that come all the time. Some of them, well, most of them are really rude. I don't, that stuff doesn't bother me. Like, I'll do my show and it affects me like zero. So Bay Harbor is more than welcome to be here. I think she likes to participate in a lot of people's chats, and we're totally fine with that. You posted it on your YouTube post. Okay, I will have to check it out. Yeah, she's not ever been rude here. And I see her in a lot of people's chats, and she doesn't seem to be saying anything rude on either side. Everyone is welcome here. Chelsea saying, I generally don't care if anyone hates Aiden. He doesn't deserve to go to jail, and anyone with honesty agrees 100%. And like I said, people are not going to like everyone. People's you're just going to be drawn to certain people, right? Some people you're just not going to like as much as others, and that's normal. It happens in every single day life. But to say that the man needs to go to jail because he spoke out, which he had a right to do in our country, no, absolutely not. So, like, that's fine. If you don't like him, if people don't like him on the other side, cool. But in no way, shape, or form did he do anything to merit him being in jail. Mary B, I heard these are the allegations by 7-Eleven. That's disgusting. Uh, you know, jealousy. And also she lies like so much. It's disgusting. But justice for Mary B. Prison Yard Misty. I didn't hear exactly what was said because like I said, she took it down right away. I heard it was called a fake investigator. Yeah, bitch, my license is online. Sorry. Criminal, definitely not a criminal. Like I said, when you dig up people's past, when your job is to find facts to help anyone that you're working with or might be taking a case for, you want all of the details, right? People are not going to like you digging up shit. They're going to try to get you in trouble. They're going to do anything they can to offside the investigation that you have going on, or even looking into an investigation. You have every right to do your own pre-investigation of the investigation before you take any case. People aren't going to like that. It happens all the time. Private investigators are not well liked. It's not for the faint of heart. If I got into this job to make friends, then I was sadly mistaken. That's why anybody's attacks of me on YouTube don't do shit to me. I got really thick skin. But yeah, if she called me a criminal, that I would like to have, because that in fact is not true. And that in fact would be defamation. So I don't think this is a path she really wants to go down. Hence why she gave it over to Meredith, which is very interesting. Let's see. I've never seen Julia do anything. Yeah. I don't. Again, she comes in a lot of people's chat. She likes to, go and enjoy people's streams from every angle, and she's perfectly fine here. Again, we don't, and that's the thing. We don't even block buddies in here. We might time them out if they're being extremely rude. Everyone is welcome. Again, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. It's not going to affect my day, even when I see it. And then certainly when I get out, this is stuff. I am a private investigator. People hate what we do. Okay. I was in an abusive marriage for many, many years. If anything mean is going to get to me, it would have already got to me. So again, this is not a path she wants to go down. But yeah, I mean, again, the stream was deleted right after she posted it, which is real interesting. But I found it real interesting that I guess she wasn't going to post anything and she was going to give it to Meredith. Keep up. That's already been done. She already did a whole thing on it. It's out there. Also, everything about me was out there. Everything was dismissed. I don't have anything to hide. I could have gotten it expunged, didn't, don't care. More than likely, someone's going to try again in the future when I'm working a case. Happens all the time. You're not the first one. Congratulations, you know how to use Google. I don't know what to tell you other than, this is not a path you want to go down. But okay. Um, let's see here. Kazi, yeah, that's right. He already has all your information, but somebody gave her this new thing she was giving to Meredith. Right. Okay. Well, there isn't anything. Like, literally, it's exactly what I said. There's nothing else. So, again, just like the shit you said about Will that wasn't accurate and you wanted to use someone else's name I mean, like, are we going down that path again? Here's an idea. See, had you watched things, had you actually kept up with things, you would have known that this thing was discussed about a month ago, and I addressed it live when Meredith came in my chat trying to drop some mic drop moment that wasn't. So, you would have known that, but you don't. You just take your chat's word for it, you take people's things that they send you, and then you're behind a month. That's not breaking news. That's you being lazy. So, yeah. So Mayor has forgiven JM for getting her fired. Yeah, well, I discussed this earlier in my live previously. In that live where Meredith, the person who shall not be named, came into my chat. That was very weird because I'm a little small content creator. At that point, I think I had barely 2,000 people. So super weird. And none of the show was about her. I don't discuss her. The only reason that I'm talking about her now is because Jess Machado brought her name up into my business. So that's the only reason I'm discussing or using her name. I don't talk about any of that. I didn't cover hearings with her. I didn't do any of that. It doesn't interest me. It's kind of boring. It's just side drama of people's personal business that is none of mine. So, anyways, the show was about Machado. Machado came in my chat that day, which still weird because, whatever. She's never been there before. And then I don't know if it was after or before, Meredith, the person who shall not be named, came in the chat. They're both in the chat that day. That's weird. Weird. And took note of it, put it here. And then I went back and remembered that the day prior to this day, they were both in Danny from Rat House's chat. Both of them. The same day. You guys know me. I don't believe in coincidences. So back then, that raised some major red flags. Okay. And then if you remember shortly after this, Jessica started talking about that person who shall not be named, texting her, wanting her over on her side, saying she couldn't even be mad at her because blah, 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 whatever. You guys are smart people. I have really smart people in my chat. There's a reason I felt a certain way about her and the manipulative manner that she was handling this whole situation. And I think a lot of us saw the fact that she was going after Aiden in many little tiny ways. The turtle boy derangement syndrome is real. And for Machado to say she doesn't have it is disingenuous and bullshit, in my opinion. Also, I get she didn't like what that person said about her, but nobody should be calling people's jobs. That's gross. That's gross behavior. This is the internet. When you choose link you, bitch, I ain't linking you. You are not relevant. You're not relevant. Also, look at that. All the times you were saying you were blocked, never been blocked. Look at that. Another lie from you. That's shocking. Anyways, so yeah, you can call me a liar. You can call me anything you want, honey. I don't care. I'm not linking you. You're not getting content on my show. You literally are irrelevant. No one cares. Anyways, so all of these things are a way to, in my opinion, go back to Aiden. And I think Jolene, my mom, said it best when she said she's not over that whole thing that happened with the article a long time ago. So it's you know, it is what it is, but you guys are smart. And so it's very interesting that they were both on the chats in both two of the chats. You know, so take it for what you will. I'm not gonna block you or link you. Those are both two things I'm not gonna do. But that's adorable that you think you can tell me what to do. Thanks. Okay. So, anyways, uh, it seems like all of this like unhinged stuff comes on Sunday. It's crazy. Oh, I know. He will come in later and say a bunch, and it's great. She can go calm down for 20 minutes. I don't care. Like, that's the thing. None of this affects me. I go right back to talking about what I was gonna talk about before. I'm not Jess Machado. I don't go cry and like crash out when my chat says stuff. I don't cry when people call me names in my chat. I don't care. It literally rolls off my back. I don't give a shit. But cool. Thank you for making my chat more engaging and getting more comments on my YouTube stream. That's all you're doing. You're not affecting me any, but you are getting more engagement, which YouTube likes. So thank you for that. People are not bright. So, um, well, that too. And no one cares. Like, and that's the funny part about all of this. Like you're saying Mary B is a prostitute, like all of these things. Why would anyone let you up on their platform? You have lost all credibility. You didn't have any to begin with. And then any you might have had went out the door when you started saying all these lies. So Olap says, Lauren, you need a large iced white chocolate pistachio made with whole milk. I do not. That sounds disgusting. But thank you, Olap. Panda said, I'll pay Mary B for that ass. Yeah, it's so silly. I don't know. These bullies need to go. I don't know if look, I don't know. Not claiming to know any of this. Everything I say on these streams are my opinion only. I don't know if these people were the bullies in school on the playground or they were a member or not a member, but a participant or not a participant, someone who has received the bullying. And because of that, they have now in their adult life tried to come after people as a bully. People can change those things, right? Like we see that a lot. Or maybe they were none of the above and they're just a bullies now. I don't know. Don't really care. But the bullying is gross. And I think it was interesting because Valhalla said it on his show, like you are coming after smaller channels, Jess. And you can't use smaller channels as stepping stones to try to elevate yourself, but yet that's exactly what you're doing. Um yeah, exactly. Exactly, Todd. They haven't moved on from that. And we're seeing it. So yeah, it's wild. Cyberchick says I have J7 blocked on my channel, so I never see her. It's fabulous. Highly recommend. I I think people do what they need to do for their channel. Sometimes you don't want that coming in, interrupting, and it can get people off flow and very easily so, right? For me, I just use it as part of my show. People come in here, they want to say mean things. I'll just bring it up on the stage and talk about it. That's how I deal with it. And it works fine. There's more engagement on my channel. People talk back. I mean, I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they think they're doing something by coming in here saying things, and they're doing the opposite. So, you want to come in here all day. I don't care. It's fine. Yeah. He said, don't worry. She'll be back in 15 minutes. We don't block people here. That's what's so funny. That whole narrative that she spun that she was blocked here, like on the Lego stream, it never happened. She's never been blocked here. The whole thing is stupid, but yeah, I guess Baker told everyone to block her and she's blocked everywhere and yet somehow pops up in the chat just like she wasn't blocked or something. The whole thing is so dumb. Nothing that comes out of her mouth anybody believes anymore. Not that they really did to begin with. She's not relevant. We don't really talk about her too much on this channel because all she's wanting to do is be relevant. Anyways, oop, Side Eye says she's spiraling on X. It's quite the drama. Oh, can't wait to not go see. Okay, she's watching the clock coming out in her ears. Yeah. Anyways, what I was saying before we had people pop in is this is internet stuff. It should never go to real life. That is a whole new level of people said, put on a hat. That's all right. So you know, it should never go to real life stuff. I don't like the fact, and that goes for anybody. I don't think it's okay for people to call up Meredith's job. I don't like that. I think that that's not appropriate either. It doesn't matter who you are, whether we agree on everything or we don't agree on everything. I don't think it's okay for you to take it to real life. That is a low class, gross thing to do. And now we hear that apparently people are threatening to dox Jolene's husband, who is a nurse, who is a hero, busy saving people's lives because his wife is a comedian. Oh, by the way, he was too. And she's doing skits that are funny and making people laugh online. And they're going to dox him. Stop it. This is gross. Like, you need to, if that is what you're doing, you need to go touch grass. Because if anyone did that to you or your children or your sister, your brother, all of this stuff, you'd have a problem with it. So just don't do it. Keep it on the internet. This is some crazy, crazy stuff. And I agree with you, Cyber Chick. So wait, what happened? Wait, Amanda doxed her? I didn't hear that. I don't think anybody should be doxed, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knew kind of who she was anyways, but if I missed something, fill me in. What I don't agree with, I'll tell you right now, is Oceans telling everybody that Moons was in a Proctor facility in Florida. I thought that was disgusting. Now, I know that there are allegations and rumors that they don't like each other. I don't care. You don't do that. That's gross behavior. If she's taking a second for her mental health, why would you share that with the internet? That's gross. That's gross. Proctor, you know, if murder allegations and people who are alleged to possibly could have been involved in murder situations, a little different. Moons didn't do anything other than be not very nice, okay? Whether I personally like her, I don't personally like her, I don't like her. I'm not thinking it's okay, especially as someone who is hosting her show with her, to dox her and say something like that personal, that's gross. That's absolutely gross. I thought that was great. That was gross. So let's see. Oh, they can't. These people cause it. It's like, stop. Stop. Oh, Moons doxed you. Moons. Stop. So again, here we have someone's own actions, right? And then people not agreeing with them, calling her out on her actions, and then she runs off the internet because she can't handle it. Well, maybe don't dox people. there's a thought. Maybe don't bring it into real life. You have enough people that are literally out here trying to be terrorists and harass people in real life for no reason because they have no life. That's gross. I'm sorry that that happened to you, and I didn't realize Moons was the one that did that to you, Cyberchick. Nobody should be doxxed. Nobody should be stupid. You know, if you can't play on the internet, then you need to get off. But when you need to feel like you have to bring it into real life, yeah, welcome. Well, you know, this is something she's been doing for years. It's stupid, but I mean, you kind of halfway expect it from her, but what you should not expect it from is somebody who people who are associated with allegedly caring about certain cases, even if they don't like this community anymore. It's gross behavior. I don't think anyone should do it, no matter what side anyone's on. I don't think it's acceptable. Yeah, it's gross. It's not something to be shared. Ocean's behavior is disgusting. Yeah, I was like, why are you doing this? Like, first of all, I don't care if they're friends, not friends. They run a show together. And I thought that that was extremely tacky and personal, and it should have never been shared with the internet. And I don't even like moons. You know what I mean? I thought that that was gross. Who knew they hated each other, but Ocean's is trash or Ocean's is trash. I will say this. She came on Jolene's chat last night and had stuff in the comments and was talking about how she doesn't go because people were saying, like, you're in other chats pretending to play both sides. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen this for months, way before this whole thing came up. She would be in Machado's chat or whoever's chat talking shit about all of us. And then she'd come over here and say like nice things and pretend to be like friendly. So I've been seeing this for months. Again, you just watch it and you put it here. So this is who she is. This is something she does. Again, anyone is welcome here, but also don't be dumb enough to think that we don't see what you're saying in other chats if you're saying nice things here. Like, people pick up on that, and that's what a lot of people don't seem to get, is that we're not dumb. We pick up on it. We may not say it, but rest assured we know a lot more than we say. So, Peter Paints became a new YouTube member. Thank you so much, Pete. Peter, I don't know what you go by, but thank you and welcome to the tribe. I think you're going to like it here. We have a great community. And I also post a lot of photos for my members. Thank you so much. Um, Moons under her clammy, please stop. Yeah, again, these are not smart moves. I know that like you're following the person who taught you use how to YouTube and how to stream StreamYard, which like me, you don't seem like you know it super well either. So I don't know what you specifically owe her other than whatever, but like she's giving you bad advice. It's much better to be friends with people, be nice to people than to come out and attack them. Nobody said anything. Ocean started going after me I don't know, a couple streams ago because I'm on Court TV and things like that. And saying that my job was to vet things and, like, she's surprised I don't vet things. Yeah, I do vet things. Hence why what I'm saying, I feel so strongly about. Baker didn't do shit. Baker's not a PDF file. The allegations that are being alleged against him are disgusting. Maybe take that information and do a little, like, self-inventory on what you've been hearing. So, anyways, Hammy is the personification of an unseasoned chicken wing. I could see that. I could see that. Yes. Oh, right. Jess doxed you, Cyber Chick. Oh, Jess did it? I don't know. I can't keep up. I can't keep up who doxed who, but the doxing is stupid. She was trying to do it with Valhalla. I don't know if you guys saw that. That's why Valhalla went on her stream because she's like, I'm going to dox him He doesn't come up here with me. Who does that sound like? It sounds like 7-Eleven when she came in here. You put me up or block me. I'm not gonna do either one of those things, you weirdo. So like she threatened to dox Valhalla. So he's like, dude, I'll just go up on your stream. Like what? And he's so calm and so nice and like reasonable. Why are you doxing people? You are no different than these people out here doxing other people and terrorizing people. Stop it. It's gross. I don't like it when people do it to the other side. I think it's stupid. So I don't like it when allegedly this side's doing it either. Yeah, 100%. That's all they do. And rest assured that this is exactly what Machado wanted, in my opinion. She was trying to build a little network like Aiden has. Like Aiden has. He has a lot of channels who go over some of his content. He has a lot of people who support him and back him. And in my opinion, that's exactly what Jessica was trying to create because she wanted to be the female Turtle Boy. My opinion. Problem is, she hasn't done shit. People love Turtle Boy because he's done shit. And he continues to do shit. Jess hasn't done anything. Like, ever. She gave up her seat for Turtle Boy for the trial. That was very kind. That's it. What else have you done? Nothing. So, like, no one, she wanted to build all these little network things, and then she would have a big supporting, right? For when she blew up or attempted to blow up Turtle Boy. For me, in my opinion. You didn't do anything. It doesn't work like that. You got too big for your britches because you got a lot of subscribers fast. Because of Turtle Boy. That's just my opinion. That's disgusting. To put out people where people work, to put out people, I mean, get a life. Get a life, Moons and Ocean. Get a life. Oceans, I know you're watching. Do you think that's okay? You think it's okay to dox people's work, their names? You stand by that? Because you seem to come out and say you didn't stand by the gross things that J 7-Eleven was saying. So do you stand by that too? Yeah, and in case you missed it, go over watch Valhalla's show. Him and some friends raised almost $1,300 for the veterans there at Bristol County to donate to them for whatever Jess donated and what she whatever didn't allegedly. So again, Valhalla didn't have to do any of that, but he did because he takes it personal because of who he is. So his stream was really good, enlightening. Definitely gives people something to think about. I don't know if the bunnies have struck it yet. That happened last time and it got hyped. I know last night it was currently at number 10. So keep that going, guys. But who knows if they've struck this one yet. Yeah, they're all rats. Misty said she's been a flip flopper. I've watched her flip flop back and forth since before the JFK debacle. Yep, I've seen her in there too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't like people like Jess Machado, and I don't like anyone who likes the people that Jess Machado. No benefits, no doubt. But that's just for me. For Olab. Exactly. And you have every right to feel that way. Hello, a new stuff from South Africa. I really like your channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I have a good friend from South Africa. And I hear it is some wonderful, beautiful spots. So thank you for being here. That's what's so cool about the YouTube community is you meet people, you engage with people all over the world, and I love that. Hey, Joy, how are you? Denmark is one of the safest countries to raise a family. Just saying, look it up. I believe you. And, the fact that she's trying to use him being a Denmarkian or whatever, it just says everything about her, nothing about Baker. So it's gross. Mary B says, I can tell you for a fact that the stuff she said about me is a ridiculous lie. If she will lie about me, she will lie about anyone. It's pathological and she can't be believed. 100%. And that's the good thing is I think everyone's on to her. Nobody believes anything that comes out of her mouth, nor should they. But there are still a few hundred bunnies that believe everything that Jess Machado says because she is a master manipulator. J7 and her are the same person. However, one is good at manipulating people and one is not, in my opinion, for me. Jacqueline said, I haven't trusted either Moons or Ocean since Jess had that first blow up with TB and their comments were disgusting. Their comments were absolutely disgusting and completely TBS or TDS, like full on. So 100%. Okay. Osage County Jungle, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. Welcome so much. Welcome to the tribe. We are so happy to help you, or happy to help you. We are so happy to have you here. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oceans is full of dog shit. She was in Jolene's chat saying she doesn't talk shit about Aiden, and I saw her in. Yep. No, I saw her. I saw her too. I've seen her on all kinds of stuff. Yep. With my own eyes. She does think she's Aiden's equal. Yep. And in my opinion, that was her whole plan. I think it failed miserably, but I think that's why she was trying to put these little side channels in effect to have the same little community that TB did. That's why she went after Will because Will is, very close to Aiden and she didn't like that. She wanted him out of the way. It's for me, my opinion, but that's how I feel. Exactly, Maria. Kazi says, can't wait to get doxxed. Old Swamp Witch Nan. Hey, Lauren, chat. Enjoy. Hi, Mr. Monks. Oh, what happened? Can we just go back to me shamelessly flirting with Lauren? My, it's yucky. I missed that, Joey. Kazi, but I thought you were doxxed at the halfway house. Oh my gosh. People are so crazy. I know what's funny is that people will just come into her chat, say anything, and she's just like, "Oh, really? Is that true?" Oh, and then she'll just take it at face value and start talking about it. It's wild. What's up, Hellfish? How are you? Yeah, Jolene roasts them all the time. It's like instead of learning from it, maybe realize your behavior is gross. Maybe try to turn it around and just do better. No, then you go off on an absolute tangent. Also, meanwhile, you just said the day before that you were done talking about everyone. You weren't going to be discussing anything anymore or talking about any of these people. And then after Jolene's show last night, then you come on today and start talking shit about everyone again. And then saying, "Oh, it's okay. We're starting on Monday." That's not how it works. Not how it works. And then I heard her say the other day that she was going to stop talking about people for a couple weeks, but rest assured, they're coming back to everybody and then going to do shows about it again. Here's an idea. Get some content that doesn't involve shitting on other content creators and do your thing. You have a little following of bunnies. Go do your thing away from everyone. You are no longer part of this community anymore. That was your choice. So go away, scoochie scoochie, go do your thing and do it about someone else. Don't worry, you'll have another beef with someone in about 2.5 seconds that you can rage about for weeks. Oh my God. Can you imagine what it's like to live like that? I just don't understand. FYI, it's illegal to dox people in some states. These people better watch out. I don't know. I don't know, but it's gross regardless if it's illegal, not illegal, morally, it's gross. But yeah, I mean, you got to think before you act. Before you act. Moons in Miami moves over here. Yeah. All right, getting more current, guys. Let's see. New to your channel, looking forward to getting to know you in the chat. Well, thank you so much, Redacted Witness. We are happy to have you here. For anyone else that is new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. That's something that Jess Machado has done repeatedly is put down creators who are new, who are starting this YouTube stuff out and have less subscribers. And she's said how they're trash. In fact, I've comments from last night when she said I was trash, all because she doesn't like the fact that I see her and her behavior and what she's actually doing for what it is. And I have the audacity to call it out. It's stupid. We have also like very important things that we do here on this channel. I love fundraising. I love helping people. We're going to be having a fundraiser for my friend KY Maverick, who is hopefully about to go through a lung transplant and he needs our help. This community is an incredible place where people are generous and they genuinely care about this community, and it is fabulous. We have important things to do. So, again, I would prefer that she goes on and does her little bunny thing over there in her own community and stop talking about every single other content creator. It's very apparent. No one takes your side. No one takes her side except the few little people that she made them a little channel so that they could play her stuff over and back her and be her little ecosystem of yes people. Every single person over here is like, you're gross. Stop talking about people. Stop slandering people. Stop lying about people. So then just go over there, do your thing. I think a lot of us would like to get to other more important things. But the problem is that this woman won't shut up. And when she's saying stuff and it keeps continually getting worse and worse and worse, we have a right to address the things that she's saying. So it's like this whole cycle. Again, Turtlebot tried to give her some good information, said, stop talking, like move on. Turtle Boy tried to give you good advice and you should have listened to him. And she seemed to get it for like 2 seconds that maybe she should just move on and stop talking about people. And then today, back to talking about people. Again, you have to remember that 7-Eleven told her, like, I can tell you who doesn't like you. And you don't need this person. Cause like heaven forbid she have another friend or like someone who was looking after her or trying to be nice and helping her with a hat that was $15 instead of $25, whatever. Leave Turtlebot alone. Like she didn't do anything. So now she's back to talking about everyone. So it's gross behavior. Baker says Denmark has some stupid bakers. Yeah, I don't understand why it's so hard. I heard Jeffy was talking about your peen yesterday. I don't know. People are just obsessed with the peen, Baker's peen. It's really gross. The man can't even, live his life without people on the internet talking about his peen. It's really weird. Super weird behavior. Ballstorm, Denmark is a communist country. Ignore them. Oh, goodness. Yeah, Lori, 100%. She is a pathological liar. And the good thing is that everyone sees that now, you know? That doesn't make it any better or her behavior any better, but at least no one believes the shit that is coming out of her mouth. Um, yeah, the manipulation on both of them is disgusting. Gravel, yep, cannot produce legitimate donation receipts, but is an investigative journalist. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, those don't look like legitimate receipts, but that's for me, in my opinion. Whether or not she donated some, whether or not she donated all of it, whether or not those donations were from years past or months past, I don't know. All I know that in my opinion, they don't seem legitimate. Also, the stuff that Valhalla was showing is something that I've said and felt from the beginning. Why are you donating $100 multiple times over like a 30-40 minute period instead of just putting like a $447 or whatever it was in one thing? Why? That's strange. That's like beyond strange. For me, that's weird. Again, she tried to also say I was saying that she never donated it. Bitch never said that. Not saying it now. I don't know what you did, but it's strange. It doesn't add up to me. Um, my opinion doesn't add up. Doesn't mean you didn't do it. Doesn't mean you did do it. I don't know, but it's weird for me. So exactly. Doxing is so boring. It's like, dude, no one cares. Nobody cares. Literally nobody. Oh, no, it never happened. Never fucking happened. Show receipts. Show receipts. Didn't happen. If it happened, you show receipts, I'll gladly say I'm sorry, but didn't happen. It's my belief, it's my opinion. Never happened. 4.42 time check. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. I don't know where I am. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Okay. Best thing about low calorie is so many people showed their true colors. Yeah. And a lot of times with these with these things that happen, behaviors are shown. And that's the silver lining you take in all of these. There's a silver lining to almost everything. And that is definitely the silver lining. What's up, Meatball? How are you? Actually, Meeple has a channel for the morning time viewers. If you are an early riser, she starts her show very early. So please go check out Meatball Morrissey Skettystain if any of my mods would like to drop her channel. She has a little ditty she does in the morning that's super fun. She's very funny and a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. Lauren hasn't just done that like 5 times now. Yes. Derek said, "Did anyone see Pretty Cookie's band picture that Krusty inserted her own pic and said, I never get included?" No, but that is wild. Oh, I saw the original band thing where Baker was the triangle. She she tried to make herself part of the band. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's wild. That is really wild. Yep. Oceans says ocean or not oceans. My God, sorry. Sorry, Meeple. Meeple says oceans looks like Chong. Oh God. Let's see. Yes, Jolie's show last night was fire. She is fantastic. Again, I don't think I don't think a lot is just happens by accident. Jolene came back out, like she said, she would keep up with this stuff. Came back out, did a funny, good show like she always does. And now you have these people spouting off, talking about everyone again. It's all related, but Ice Tea Addict said, Lauren, your makeup is on point, girlfriend. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't wear it a whole lot unless I'm like going out with friends or whatever. So I did that this morning, and so It's here, but usually I just have a hat. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, heads up, she's doxing you right now and next. Who is doxing me? Like, you can't dox me when I'm on TV and they say my personal name. Stop it. Like, I'm on court TV. I've been on court TV for years. And it says Laura Vellucci right there, private investigator. Like, how are you going to dox me when it's on, when I go on TV with my real name? This is not a secret. This is the whole thing. This is the whole thing that they try to do to Baker. Like, Baker said his real name on his stream many times. And Jess, because she's an idiot and doesn't keep up with things, is like, oh, Mads, I know your name. Yeah, congratulations. The whole internet already knew it like years ago. Like, stop it. Oh my God. Yeah, surprise, I'm on TV. My real name is said all the time when I'm on TV. That's how it works. You can't go on TV and not have your real name. I'm a private investigator. I have a license. Of course my real name is out there. Like that this is not that's hilarious. Hilarious. Posted your address. Congrats. I am not a president. So, yeah, my addresses are public. Also own hold on. Oh. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, that's adorable. Am I single, bro? I am single. That's something I've said on here before. So she apparently posted my white pages with people's names in my family. Super classy. Uh okay. And like what I don't understand what this is supposed to was this supposed to be a mic drop moment? Bitch, I go on TV and it says my name on the television below my picture, below where I speak. It's an Italian last name. Not super common. I don't know what you thought you were going to do, but I don't think that that's going to hit the way you thought. Congratulations. You know how to use white pages and Google. These people are nut jobs. She can't help herself. She wants to be relevant all the time. And that's what it's about. Like, no one gives a shit about her. Like, she is a crash out who is mean, gross, whatever. What is she going to do? Swap me? Well, I don't know. Wouldn't that be interesting if that happens? Seems like that might be interesting. So, again, maybe don't do that. Or do, because then you'll be implicated in it already because of this ridiculous behavior and your spiraling path going down somewhere. People are so like again. It's not whatever she's trying to do, you pick the wrong one. This shit doesn't bother me. It's not going to bother me. I do the wrong thing for a living for any of this to bother me. There's real life problems in the world. This is not one of them. I suggest maybe you go make some friends and have some real meaningful relationships with people outside of the internet and your house, and you might be a little happier and have other things to do with your time. Let's see. Jeff and Jesty were so devastated over Charlie Kirk, yet zero coverage or mention of the preliminary hearing. Yeah, of course. Well, she doesn't follow through with anything. That's like what Jolene has pointed out many times. She doesn't follow through with anything. Also, that preliminary hearing wasn't making her any money, was it? So, let's see. Meatball Morrissey Stain with the super chat says, that's so rude. She calls small channels trash. It's hard getting started. You're riddled with anxiety, and I'm sorry I don't know how to watch hours, or I would have had the worst person as a guest on too. Yeah. I mean, again, she started out her channel having on someone that hates Aiden. So it was all for the views and the clicks and the views and all that stuff. And then Kazi posted that video of her saying like she had this plan of what she was going to do, start talking, drama. And that's what, and here we are. Here we are. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's another reason why I posted the thumbnail as it was, because she goes after in the photo that it's a large woman going after a child being a bully on the playground. She goes after smaller channels like mine, like, Cyber Chick, all of these smaller channels saying that they're trash, they're this, they're that, they're not like good content creators. When she drives through society every morning, orders coffee, and just drives around and almost hits dogs and people and sits in a parking lot and just bashes us. Like that's again, nobody said anything about her content until she attacked us saying we were shit. You cannot get mad at people then addressing your comments and then claim it's a pile-on. It doesn't work that way. Thank you so much, Meatball. Let's see. Yes, we do love Meatball. Yeah, apparently he was talking about Baker's peen. I don't know. It's very weird. Um, I am new from Massachusetts and I tried to like her, but I can't. Well, the unknown turtle, you're not the only one. I hear no one really likes her up there in her area, but that's what my sources say. But I'm apparently a fake investigator, and I apparently have fake teeth. So we're just love fakeness here. Oh, let's see. Law says I used to follow Jess when it went mental. Yeah, same, same. That's what I'm saying. Like she's got good things that she is capable of doing in a show. And then when she got off like on the rails of going down and all she was doing was shitting on people and saying lies about them, I was like, nah, I'm out. This is crazy. So that's not something I've hidden. I've followed her, I've watched her. At one point I was a member of her channel for a short period of time. So these are things she has done to herself and continues to do. Yeah, I mean, this is the whole thing is like to say that everybody on one side of the aisle is a bad person or whatever, and that it's about politics. That's gross. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you are as long as you're a good person. It's so this is what ignorant people do. It's like, oh, I only like someone if they're this or they're that. Why? Why are you limiting yourself to friendships, to seeing the good in others? That's a very I mean, that is such a narrow-minded concept. Miss B USMC said, "I donated and my receipts don't look like that." And that's the thing is that I have gotten so many receipts that have donated over the past few days that look nothing like hers either. And therein lies the problem of why people are not fully believing what she's saying. Now, I don't know. It looks like something was donated there. Maybe in the past, I don't know, but the receipts that I've received, the receipts that a lot of other people have shared don't look like hers, and to me, that's weird, that's odd. For me, in my opinion. So, yes, we agree, Miss V, they do not look like the ones she shared. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Alabama Amy, hope everyone had a great weekend. You too, love. I heard she did a stream not too long ago where she talked about Jeff C's family. I'm so curious about the whole situation. Yeah. I think she put that one back up. I don't know. Apparently she was talking about his mom and his family, and I guess they don't have anything to do with it. Not everyone's family's perfect. I get that. But what has to do with her, I who knows? Who knows? But yeah, she was going after them. Let's see here. Yeah. She said the other day, she's like, I'm ready to do chat roulette again. Are you? Because that doesn't take any work. But okay, that's cool. It was fun the first time. I was still watching it. I was like, this is first of all, it's very dangerous because you don't know what people are gonna show you on screen. It's a really good way to get yourself struck. But again, she doesn't seem to care about like risks of her channel being taken down. It's a little dangerous, right? You don't know what people are gonna do, but whatever. So I was like, this is kind of wild, but also like some of the people were funny. And then she kept doing it. And then it was like, okay, this is not funny. It was like a one-time thing that was funny. And then you kept doing it. And that's mostly your content on Bunny After Dark was that. And then 7-Eleven started doing it all the time. It's like, dude, that's not I mean, it's wild. Hellfish says, I'll say it. She did not provide accurate receipts. And Hellfish is one of the people who has put his receipts from just donating out on, I believe, Twitter or YouTube. Um, you could see his receipts. They don't look like that, but it's your choice to think what you want and what you don't want, but they definitely don't look the same. I think everyone thinks that they're a little sus. Especially when like people who have just created or just donated are showing receipts and they don't look the same. That's interesting. But Panda will stream sent over the okay to join yet. He is in my red flag finder. Yes, Volstorm vets all of Baker's 1240 Club. So if you'd like to put in a request to be in the 1240 Club, you have to contact Volstorm. Yes. Here, what the heck is happening with J7 on X? I don't know. She's apparently doxing me, which was it's not a dox because I'm on TV and like my information is out there. It's like trying to dox like your local news anchor. Congratulations, you watched her news segment? I mean, I don't know what that is like. What are we doing? My name is all out there. I've been on TV for years, like way back with HLN, CNN. It's not new, but all right. Okay. Oh, congratulations, Panda Bear. I feel like you're like the only one who has made the cut. I have not heard Volstorm come out and say anyone's made the cut. Fantastic. Lauren, did you buy anything today? Are we talking about the camera situation? If so, no, I bought it the other day and it should be here tomorrow. I bought like that thing that Meatball was talking about, so it should go up and then I can just put it on there. If that's what you're talking about, yes, it's on the way. It is on the way. Always believe it when people show you who they really are. 100% every single time. Every single time. That's why, in my opinion, all these people that she is currently talking to should really be terrified for when she gets mad at them because they have conversations and they have all of these communications with her that she can release at any point in time. And that is terrifying because she does that shit. She doesn't keep anything private. In my opinion, that is terrifying for me. What's up, Kookie? How are you? Kookie is so talented. Kookie, go and subscribe to Kookie. Kookie, you have a YouTube channel stream, right? Someone, if one of my mods can put Kookie, her YouTube in as well. She's also on Twitter. She does fantastic work. Very, very creative, makes fantastic pictures, made the family portrait of me and my mother and my brother, Jimmy and Jolene. She's hilarious. 1 second. Okay, we might take a little field trip. Please hold. I'm gonna check out something here real fast. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Please hold. Okay, guys, please hold. We're gonna go over here to. Oh shit. Okay. I'm probably gonna be freezing since I'm going over here to another thing, but I am here with you. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Oops. Nope, we don't want that. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Let's go over here and go here. Oh, this is why I don't share links because it takes me 18 years. I will get better at this, I promise. All right, we're going here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you fine folks, and we will see what we see together. All right. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We are at my friend Valhalla Awaits YouTube channel. If anyone here is not subscribed to Valhalla Awaits, please go and do so. He is fantastic and a really good man and a good friend, all of that. So please go subscribe to Valhalla Awaits on YouTube. Let's go to this post that he just made, guys. Let's look at this together. This one right here, 17 minutes ago. All right, well, let's go here. Let's see what it says. I don't know how to make this bigger. I don't know that I can. Anyways, these are, look at this. It looks like his thing is, oh, well, would you look at that? All right, so these appear to be info from a bank account or something. Veterans Association, okay? $100. Veterans Association, 4717. Veterans Association, $100. Okay. Veterans Association, $100. Veterans Association, $100. But if you come up here to this part that's highlighted, I don't know if you guys can see. Can we make this bigger? I don't know. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. It might be making it bigger. I don't think that really did it. But anyways, it says 2014, guys. 2014 right there. Huh. What is that? Those appear to be the same transactions that she said she sent to the Veterans Association, but the date on it is 2014? The date on it is not 2026. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. And that was my point, Cyber Chick. It was so easy. Boo boo, boo boo, boo boo, boo boo. Hear from your attorney about what? About what? I'm sharing a post. What are you? Your attorney's gonna call me to say what? I haven't said shit about you. I said it appears weird. I'm quite aware of what defamation is. This isn't it. But while you're here, if you could explain why the date is 2024, I would love to hear it because this was just posted and I would love some clarification on it. I think everyone would like some clarification on it. This is not cute. I think you probably should clarify this. Whew, this is the. Go back here. Very interesting. Mm-mm-mm. Well, if this is true, this is a problem. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I am done with you lying about me. What have I lied about, boo? I am asking questions. Things don't make sense. Would you like to clarify why it says 2024? I'm asking you. This is a post that was just posted. It doesn't seem to match the date of this year. I am looking over content that is posted. This is exactly what people do on YouTube. Never in the other stream didn't say you didn't say you stole money. That was something you put in my mouth. Never said it. Sorry. I know you're trying to but I didn't do anything, didn't say it. For me, my opinion, this looks weird. Now this date is 2014. So I would try to ask you why it says that. Can you explain that? Because I have questions. So again, I'll wait for the lie that I supposedly told about you. Didn't happen. Yep, give me a link. Okay. Also, we're not going to do the screaming fighting thing here. On this show, we're calm. We can get passionate about things, but we're not going to do that. So I would love to have you up and explain this, but we're not going to have the screaming. Okay. So just want to make that clear. All right. Post it in the chat. No, it's not. She can come up here and explain it. I'd like to know. Well, uh, you don't see a link. I will repost it. It'll be in the chat. I'll get to your super chats afterwards. Thank you. Dumpster fire. Hello, legal tubes. Did you get that link, Jess? Because I posted it again. What's that purple? Yeah, I don't care. I mean, I don't care. If there's an explanation why this has the same exact figures and is for 2014, I'd like to hear it. Again, I pulled up something that's on the internet and we were discussing it. Never once did I say anything about the current things or that she stole money. I said, this is odd for me. If Valhalla wants a link, he is more than happy to have a link too. Valhalla he doesn't like the drama. He doesn't want in this stuff, but if he wants to come up, he's more than welcome. He knows that. I don't know. No clue. Jess, you still coming or are we just having dead air here? Oh, the receipt that we were just looking at is on Valhalla's channel. He posted it and we were reading it. Appears to have the date of a 2014 date of the same numbers, which is odd. That's why we were going over it. And then we got said that we were going to be hearing from her lawyer, apparently, for going over something that's posted on the YouTubes. So, but we'll see. I mean, I posted the link twice. She's not. Okay, hold on. Email me the link. Why would I email it to you? It's in the chat, boo. I'm going to paste it here again. Okay, everyone stop commenting for like 2.5 seconds. Okay. There's the link. It's right there. It's not going anywhere. I don't even hardly see it moving. I'm just going to drop it over and over. So it's there like 50 times for you. Boo, I don't have you blocked. How am I bringing up how do I have your thing up here if I have you blocked? That's not how StreamYard works. Like, let's not be crazy. Yeah, we all see you. You're on the screen. I mean, I'm not emailing you. The link is here. This is how Turtlebot got up on the stream the other day. If you were blocked, I wouldn't be able to see your messages, and I surely wouldn't be able to bring them up on the screen. Here's another link again. We're just links on links. Dropping all the links on there. The link does not show for me. I mean, I'm not sure what to tell you. The link is right there. Seems weird because I see all your other comments and we're putting them on the screen. There's the link. Here, I'll star it. Link is right there. I mean, I don't. Emily posted it too. So the link's right there. Emily C. You know, the nice one. She posted it. Okay. She's here. Hey. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Can the chat
Okay.
thumbs in the chat if you can hear Jess.
I could only see it when Emily posted it. For some reason, I could not see when you posted it.
Okay. That's super weird because I mean, I don't have you blocked because I'm pulling your stuff up. So
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be evasive. I was also trying
no,
it.
it's okay. That's why I
so-
wanted to give you a link. That doesn't bother me at all.
So I can't see clearly on your screen what you're pulling up there. So, Lauren, you can have, your opinion all over you want. 2014,
Sure.
I didn't even have my business account where these transactions were paid out of. So my business account I didn't even have my business account until 2025. 2014,
Okay.
I would never have been in the position to make a cash donation in 2014. I was like, that's 12 years ago, right? I was full-time like mom. I would never have, I never made a cash donation to the Veterans Association in 2014. I don't know what that screenshot is, but my business account did not get established until 2025 when I started my YouTube channel. So I don't know what you're showing. You
I don't
can
either,
say
but it's a post. It's a post
okay, well,
that was
what is
posted
it
that
though? What
I
is
brought
the
it up.
screenshot of?
Let's see. You can add it to the stage here. It's a screenshot that has the same transactions, but it says 2024. Looks to be maybe Facebook. I don't know. It's got the little globe
2024
thing.
or 2014?
I'm sorry. 2014. And it's got the little globe and it is highlighted for the date on there. And it says the same kind of donations that were made. One of them is the 47.17. It's a post that was up. That's why we're going over it and talking about it. So
where did the poster get that from?
I have
Have
no
you
idea.
have you authenticated that? Well, first of all, I don't even have to speculate. Unequivocally, there was no possible way my bank account for where I made this donation did not exist 12 years ago.
Okay.
Would you like me to show you when my bank account was established? Because
Nope.
I'll go and establish, I'll pull over my car.
This
But Lauren,
doesn't
here's
have
the
any
thing
bank
here.
account information on it. It doesn't have any of your bank account information, so that wouldn't show anything because
Aren't
there's
those
no
the transactions out of the bank account? What is it a screenshot of?
It looks to be a bank account, but there is no information that would link any of your accounts. All of that has been completely blacked out.
So when you're posting this, right, and you're insinuating that I lied about my recent transactions and that I actually made these transactions 12 years ago, what are you getting at, Lauren?
I am going over information that is posted on YouTube and saying,
Okay.
this is interesting because this date says 2024. Then you popped up threatening to sue me. So then I said,
Well,
well, come on and
at this
explain.
point, once I've gone through all of my part of authenticating and oversharing everything, at this point, if you're going to flat out lie and you're going to lie about things, I don't have any other choice, Lauren. I have to go and act because it impacts my life.
Honey,
You're
I'm not lying
discrediting
about
me.
anything. I didn't
You're
say you
discrediting
did
me.
or didn't. I said this is weird. This has a date that is not of 2026. So
Okay.
I'm not sure
Well,
what
I was not
exactly.
making any, let me put it on the record for you. I was not making any financial contributions to the Veterans Association in 2014. Those do look like the exact dollar amounts that I made for this situation that you guys have been scrutinizing me over. And it looks as if somebody has altered a document to look as if it was from 2014. In 2014, I was not online. I was not raising money for this agency. I did not have this bank account that I made these transactions out of. I don't know where this came from. And you haven't authenticated it either. So
That's
if
correct.
you want to
Never
keep
did I
doing,
say I did.
yeah, but Lauren, come on. I'm watching your chat. I can see everybody saying, oh, look at this. Oh, she stole, blah, 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 blah. It's fine, Lauren. You want to do it. It's fine. But you keep saying shit that's not true. This is not, and I don't even know what this is. This isn't my bank account.
Okay. I don't think we can see whose bank account it is. The information for the account numbers are blacked out. So no one is
But
trying
it's
to
the
say
same dollar, but it's the same dollar amount
it
as
is.
my
In fact,
transactions
in fact, it
to the
is.
cent,
Yes.
to the cent.
Right. Right. That's why my thing was that this is weird because this says 2014. So that's odd.
Do you think,
So
Lauren, that, like, let me ask you a question. Do you think that, very seriously, do you think anybody who doesn't like me could make up some documents like this? Do you think that's possible?
I think it is absolutely possible, just
Okay.
like it is possible for some things on other sides to get made up. That's why I think it's important that if you have the 501c3, which is the tax stuff, you should just drop that and be done
What
with
is,
it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a nonprofit. Isn't a 501c3 for nonprofits?
Not to my understanding, I could be wrong on that, but I think that it's just you need that for tax reasons because you do have your business or whatever.
Okay. I don't have any inclination about what that is. It doesn't sound like you do either. What document would you like me to provide? What document?
The 501c3. It's
Okay,
apparently the document.
what is that?
It's a tax document that you would need to provide to like your accountant or whatever for the donations.
For donations from who? From the Veterans Association?
To the donations to the Veterans Association. Yeah. Like,
So
you know,
after I made the donation, are they supposed to give me a document to show that I made it?
That's my understanding. That way you can provide
But
that
I
to
was
the
told that
accountant.
but it's the receipts that I have that they gave. So those electronic receipts that were in my spam folder, those 5 transactions, that's what, when I asked the director of what I could provide for proof after he said they were not going to be providing anybody with proof of donations. On my stream, he directed me to look in my email for these receipts.
Right.
I said, no, I don't have any. And then he gave me that name, Bloom something or whatever. I typed it in and sure enough in my spam folder. So is that it?
No. No. It's a specific tax form that I believe that they can give you for your accountant. Because even when you go to like, you know, Goodwill or a donation center, they give you a receipt. It may not be like a super official one, but they give it to you.
Did everybody that went and made donations, did they get these receipts? Did Valhalla get a receipt, a 503C?
I have no idea because I don't know that he told me that part. I just know the receipts that he provided from online
His
where they
receipts look just like the ones that I made. His look just like the ones that from Bloomberg. He posted it. It's identical to mine, not the same amount, but his showed exactly what mine showed.
No, so the receipts that I've received from all the people who have made donations since this happened, which is one of the good things about this happening, people are donating, which is great. all of those receipts that I've been sent and that people have posted on Twitter actually don't look like this receipt. And I think that's why people
Not this
are
receipt.
having
No,
issues.
no, not this receipt. This is my bank. This
No, I know.
isn't my bank account.
This is not the receipt anyone's talking about. We're just talking about the donations from other people.
Okay,
Like
but
I know
those
Hellfish. Let me finish. Hellfish posted one from a donation he made. Valhalla did a fundraiser yesterday. All of those receipts
Okay, got it.
from those donations look different than your receipts. Not talking about the one that's
No,
on the screen.
no,
We're not
no.
talking about
But
that.
the one that I showed on my show, they're identical. They look the same. It's the
No.
same email address. It's the same, Lauren, it's the same email address. When you click on the email, it shows the same
address. It is the same
Okay.
email address, but no, it is not identical at all, actually. It
So
looks different. That's why people are having an issue with it.
what would you like me to do, Lauren? You know what? Where do you live? Do you want me to fly down and open up my laptop and show it for you? What
No,
is it
I
going to
don't.
take for this to be done?
That's why I was telling you and giving you that advice. I think that if you provided that tax
I don't know what document that is. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I think the Veterans Association would, though, and then they could give it to you and then it would be done. Because I don't know if you watched the other stream. I don't think you did this for some nefarious purposes. I think, like you said, you did it and you just didn't know all the procedures to it. It got over your head or whatever. I don't think you did this for anything nefarious. Okay. So I think that part is 100% accurate. I think if you went to them and said, hey, can I get this document?
I was there first of all, I was there that day. I did my live stream from out front, but I walked in and I asked them for this. And it was at the height of them getting harassed with all of these calls and emails. And they were very upset. The ladies in the office said that it had been overwhelming. And I was like, okay. And I stepped out. On my live stream, I took a call from the director. And it was while I was on that stream, I muted his voice, so it's privacy, but he directed me right live on my stream to these emails to show my receipts. How could I make that up?
No, I'm not saying you made up that call. I'm not saying that you didn't have those in your spam and didn't know. What I'm saying is you're asking me how you can prove this. In my opinion, I think this would be a good alternative to provide this.
But what you're doing, Lauren, is you're making me, you know what? So the lady that was on your show, and I'm not going to say her name, but her.
No, you're not. We're not doing that. It's Turtlebot.
Okay, Turtlebot. That's her screen name. Okay. Yeah. So that woman approached me and said, you know, I think that you are missing a discrepancy on something. She thought that the hats were sold at a different price. And I said, that doesn't sound right. I said, because she was basically like, yeah, that's the whole thing. I said, no, because I know I did refunds. So I said, thank you, but I don't think it's right. But she did have me like, go back and look, you know what I mean? And so after I was done, I messaged her, or the next day, I took my time. I went through everything and I sent her every screenshot that I showed on my show the other day, including the open emails showing the donations from that account, that email account. She has them. I sent them to her. I texted them all to her. So she has every single solitary thing. She looked at all of those things and she was like, boom. She's like, I recommend you post all of these immediately as soon as you can. And I said, okay, I think I'm going to do a live stream. And she said, great. She actually texted me and she said, you know what? Would you be okay with sending all of this to Valhalla first so he could look it over? And I said, no need. I'm going to go live right now. Like, I'm going to do it right now so he'll have it. But she has everything. She has every screenshot showing exactly the email. Now, if you're trying to tell me that like my emails from earlier this year look slightly different than someone's that are now, could they have changed the fonts or whatever? I don't know how specifically different you're saying these are, but they are. I mean, I will screen record me opening my email.
No, I think what you posted is what you have.
But it's not, Lauren, because what you're saying now today, right? Like, if I can just be honest with you, and then I'm going to let you go back to your show. When people who support me go, they're going to move the goalpost, right? And I'm like, they can't move the goalpost after this. This is literally every single solitary thing down to almost the cent. The only thing I didn't account for was the actual difference in the hats, which was like another $20, but whatever. Like, there's no way to move the goalpost. Everything is here. Now here we are on Sunday, and it's like, look at this. It's from 2014. 2014, I wasn't never even thinking about donating to the Veterans Association. It's not accurate. I don't know where that screenshot came from. I don't know who fixed it to put 2014 on there. It's not accurate. I would protect yourself and not, if this continues to impact my life, my business, where I lose tangible followers and I lose tangible money, and you're putting falsified documents up on the screen, I'm sure you don't want to be involved in that. I'm
Does
telling
there
you, that's
I,
not 20. It's impossible for me to have made those donations in 2014, Lauren. Impossible.
okay, that's great. But all I'm saying is people are not believing everything because they don't look the same. Okay.
Okay.
So my thought is you get the tax document. All you have
That's
to
what you
do is
want me to do
ask.
now, Lauren? Now you want me to go get a tax document?
I think that would be good because then that would clarify. You can go to the
And then what
Veterans
would you do next?
Association.
Then if somebody put up another screenshot that's falsified with a different date, you're going to share that too, Lauren?
Okay, again, we're not talking. You're getting off the point. My point is, I'm trying to tell you that I think this would resolve it. If you go to the Veterans Association,
But
get
you're
that
saying
tax
something different
document.
than Turtlebot said. Turtlebot said this
Yeah,
was
imagine
totally
that.
resolved.
Imagine
What?
that. We're two different people. We may have differences of opinions. I
Okay,
don't
well,
believe or agree
I
with
think
everyone.
I think what you're doing is moving the goalpost. I am not going to allow people to lie. This is a fabricated lie with a false screenshot. It is physically impossible for me to have made a donation from my bank account in 2014 of the exact dollar amount. I didn't have that bank account. I never made that donation. It's impossible. You're posting falsified documents. That's it.
No, we're going and we're pulling up things that are
Okay.
online that
Okay.
were
Well,
posted, and then we're talking about it.
okay.
That is exactly
I
okay
saw
to
your
do.
chat. Everybody, I heard you. That's why I jumped in.
My chat is welcome to the freedom of speech that we have in this country, Jess.
Allow them to do
And
it. Let them keep saying I stole, because if they're deducting that I stole that money based on your program, then you're responsible for that.
good luck with that. That's not how defamation works, Jess. I
It's
am
not about
going
that,
over a
Lauren.
documentation.
Lauren, that is not a real document. It is impossible for me to have made that donation in 2014. How is that possible?
I have no idea. That's why we're going over it, looking at it. I don't know. I don't have access to your bank account. I don't have access to your tax accounts. That's why I'm telling you. You asked me what would prove it. In my opinion, I think if you got the tax document from the Veterans Association, that would be a legit thing to put all of this to bed. Because the fact of the matter is the receipts that you posted don't look the same as the receipts that are out
Do
there.
you have a
people
copy
who
of the?
just
Can you show me those? Can you pull those up? Can we look at those?
Yeah, I'm sure they're on Twitter. Hold on.
Let's take a look.
Let me go to Twitter. I think Hellfish, I know he posted it, so let me go there. And that's why I think everyone is still talking about it, is because, you know,
I'm going to venture to say, I'm going to venture to say they didn't even have an online website in 2014. But
well, we're not talking about 2014. You're wanting to see the receipts that we're talking about from this year, from a few days ago when people.
no. But what I'm saying is, I don't even believe there was the possibility to be able to make a donation online in 2014.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I thought we were not talking about that right now. I thought we were talking about the ones you're wanting me to pull up from the ones that have been donated recently.
Let's take a look at them. Pull up mine. Pull up those.
Let's see here. For some reason, I'm not finding Hellfish, but if we go. And Jess, if you've watched my show, I suck at all of the technical aspects, so it's going to be a minute because it takes me a minute. We're not there yet.
No worries.
All right, let's actually, that's not what I need. There we go. So this is his. Can everyone see that? No, let me add it to the screen. Here we go. All right, so this is Hellfish's receipt from when he donated the other day. And as you can see, a lot of things have the hyperlink, just like Valhalla mentioned in his live earlier. So all
Yep.
these things are like hyperlinked, and they're in different colors and things like that.
Yep.
Nothing in yours is hyperlinked. For the email, there was like a weird dot thing and all of that. The verbiage was different. There's a lot of things that were different. Now,
But
you know,
where's
again,
yeah, but where's mine?
did you post it on your Twitter?
I posted it on my, so I'm pulling up mine right now. And mine has the exact same verbiage. It says, "Thank you for your donation to Veterans Association of Bristol County. Exclamation point. Here are the details for your records. Date 2/17/26, amount 100, type donation." And then it goes processed via card ending in 0912. Thank you, exclamation point. Veterans Association of Bristol County. And then there's a Facebook logo. It says, "You are receiving this email as confirmation of your online form submission. To manage the other types of communication, click unsubscribe, which is hyperlinked, or manage email preferences, which is also hyperlinked."
So
This is the
where's that
exact
one that you're
screenshot
reading right now?
in my email.
So then I guess my question is, why didn't the one that was put out, why didn't have the hyperlinks on it?
I screenshotted it straight from this email. So I don't, what do you mean? His is orange. My hyperlinks are blue. So
But
he has orange. Mine is blue.
so none of the ones that I saw had any like blue hyperlinks where you could go to.
Can I forward this to you, Lauren? Do you have an email address?
I'm not giving you my email, but you
So
can.
how do you want me to give this to you?
So there's a way to share it in here since you're on the StreamYard. Other guests that I know how to do. I don't know how to do it. I couldn't tell you how to do it.
Hold on. I don't see how I can share it here. Comments, recording, stream this to your audience, settings, help.
Oh,
It's
maybe
not.
maybe the private chat.
Can I put a picture in the private chat? I can't. I can only type.
Okay.
So I'm going to, hold on. I'll turn my fucking camera on.
Okay.
Hold on. Can you see my phone?
No, let me remove this. Hold on. I can see that you're showing something, but I can't see the.
Okay, this is my phone. Can you see I typed in Bloomerang at the top?
Mm-hmm. But can you click on one? Can you click on one of them?
Hold on a second. I'm asking, can you see it? This is my phone. My house, this is my phone, okay? So here's my phone.
I could see kind of. Okay.
Okay. Do you see this email?
Yep, but there's no hyperlinks.
Hold on a second. Right there at the bottom. Do you see those blue hyperlinks?
The unsubscribed?
This is my email, Lauren. Do you see I'm dancing like a fucking puppet here for you? These are my emails. This is my email account. I'm clicking on every one of them. You did say that they weren't, though. You're saying they're not real. They're not hyperlinked. What would you? What
didn't? See,
you said they're different than everybody's.
Yeah, they look different than the other one. Are you telling me that looks the same as the other one we just went over? It looks different. That's what I'm saying. People think it looks different. I can't help it. I think it looks different.
So let me ask you a question, Lauren. I'm showing you the emails on my phone right now. Do you think these are legit emails?
I don't know. That's why I said, I think if you go and ask them for the tax document, nobody can argue with the tax document, right? So then I'll be done. And I think you need it for your taxes anyways, right? So I don't understand why that would be a hard thing.
I made my online donation just like everybody else.
I know, but that's the problem, is that they don't look like everyone else's. And I think that's where people are having the issue.
Who's having an issue?
Everyone. You said you were talking about everyone in the chat. Everyone.
You.
No one thinks they look the same.
Show. These are my emails from these people. I don't even know how this could be any different than anybody else's. And at this point, Lauren, like, I think you're making me look like an idiot. And I think you're deliberately trying to make me look like an idiot. So now I've pulled up the emails on the screen, right? I'm showing you the emails and you're like, yeah, I don't think these are the same. I don't think they're legit.
No, all I said was that they don't look the same. That's what I said. So again,
I'm going to ask you one more time, Lauren, do you think that these are legit emails from the Veterans Association through the portal where I donated? The answer is,
I'll give you the same answer I gave you before. I don't know. What I do know is that looks different than the other documents that people have sent, have posted online of them recently donating. That's why I told you I thought it would be a good idea if you just got the tax
let me go back
them.
and see these people, go get a tax document for them. Then I'm going to post it. Will you continue to talk about it after I show that, Lauren?
If I don't know, Jess. Do you continue to talk about everyone else?
Do you want me to live? Because you're accusing me of theft.
No, I'm not.
I don't care if you want to call me fat. I don't care about that. I don't get involved in that. But if you want me, so I'll live stream myself going there and asking for the document and hand it to me. And then when I get it, does that work?
No. Can you hold on? Okay. Because we're going to go back to it. I never once called you fat. I never once called you ugly. We don't do that over here. So if someone else did that, that's on them. Don't project it upon me. We don't do that here. Okay? Never happened. I never once said you were scamming people or that you didn't give money. I said, I don't know, but it seems weird. Okay? So again, this is a play on words and words matter. This is not something I've said. I have every right to discuss things. I have every right to give my opinion of how something looks different. So we got to lower the temperature a little bit. Go ahead.
I have nothing else to say. I mean, at this point, I've provided everything and that's still not enough. Now we're talking about the emails not looking the same. I show you the emails on my phone. That doesn't work. That's not good enough for you, Lauren. I think actually at this point, you can't be held as like a sensible person because these are sensible documents that I'm showing you and you are defiantly saying that you can't say they're legit. Now you want me to dance. You want me to, now I have to go get a tax document, right? That's the only thing that's going to settle this. That's it.
You don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. I'm just saying.
Well, what can I do to stop you from talking about me potentially lying about this donation?
This is not just me. Everyone is talking about.
I'm talking about you though.
Right.
So what can I do to get you to believe that this was a real donation?
My suggestion to you was to get the tax document.
That what you need from me?
Take it or leave it. I don't need anything from you. You don't owe me anything.
I asked, what can I do to get you to stop perpetuating the notion that this wasn't an actual donation?
I told you my suggestion. You're welcome to take it.
If I go and do that, will that be enough for you to stop suggesting that this wasn't an actual donation?
I don't know because I haven't seen anything.
But if I get the document that you're asking for.
Let's be real clear. I have never said you didn't donate. In fact, I said this whole thing probably got over your head because you said that, right? This wasn't something you normally do with the donation or with the donation thing.
Lauren, I was really clear. I mean, I know sometimes when I'm talking, it kind of goes off, in tangents or whatever, but this was, I wanted to get a sweatshirt for myself.
Right.
I put them on my site and then after we put it up, I was like, this would feel a little weird. And so I'm just going to not take any money from it. That was it. I wasn't selling my own merch at the time. We hadn't sold anything. It was just like,
but we're not selling the besties. You were selling the besties.
Yeah, but we hadn't sold anything. Like it wasn't like, it's not like.
You had though, babe.
No, I mean like now, like not like I sell merch now.
Well, no, I'm sure you sold more now.
I think I sold like 5 items total. I think I sold 5 items total. Like prior to that.
Saying you did have merch then because it was like the bestie stuff.
Yes, we had bestie stuff on there, but it was not like it. Allow me to just say that a little differently. I wasn't in the business of selling merch the way that I am now, which is very different. So I sell merch differently today than I was back then. I didn't design that merch. Erin had designed that merch. It was just to try to get some things up there. We only sold a couple of items. It wasn't like a business part. It wasn't part of my business. I didn't really understand it and we didn't know how to use it. We really didn't know how to use it when we started getting the Charlie Kirk merch. We didn't understand how it worked. It was like
I
very
believe that.
obvious,
I believe
right?
that.
So, and I know some people use other merch sites. We did not. We didn't use the YouTube one or whatever. We didn't know, whatever. But I didn't want to take money. It just seemed a little weird. I originally got shit from people like, why didn't I donate it to Turning Point, right? Because that's Charlie Kirk's thing. And my thought process was they get enough of money. Like, I'm just going to go give it to the people that I know where it's going. If people donate money and they don't know where it goes, like that's on them. But like, we know they use it over there. We know what they use it for. So we've seen it in action, like when we donate stuff, clothes or products or whatever. That was it. And I didn't do it fast enough. I definitely didn't prioritize it. I never thought, I didn't see it from this other perspective where people were going to accuse me of stealing it. I never thought that. So I just went around my life like from the, like, just, it wasn't that important. It wasn't a priority to me. And that's it. I obviously have learned that's not how you can approach these things. I'm trying to be honest about that. But I also was being very defiant, like, fuck everybody who's trying to say I stole this money. And I didn't really care until I talked to that lady. And she was the one that kind of made me pause. And she was like, you know, you're kind of not even fighting for yourself here. You need to do this in a methodical way. You need to be very clear. You have screenshots or options to show this stuff. You should do that. And I was like, well, if this lady is telling me this, I'm going to listen. Not only that, so one of my close friends listened, but I was like still in that fuck you mentality at everybody. Like, fuck everybody, dude. Like, I didn't take the money. Like, no way. But this lady, when I talked to her on the phone, she was very convincing and she was nice.
Yeah,
She was
she's very
like,
nice. Very nice.
she had her other side of like things. And I believe that it opens up the opportunity when somebody is on the other side of things and they talk like that. It's kind of like you believe them. You know what I mean? She's not on my side. She's on the other side of stuff, but she doesn't have any reason to message me. You know what I mean? So that conversation, that call really made me go head on into this whole thing. It made me want to pull up my receipts. It wanted me to calculate it. It wanted me to show everything. And it took me a day. And I know that she was saying on your show, I think, I didn't know she was on your show. I thought she was in the comment section. I heard on the show, like afterwards, that people were telling her, like, you know, Jess should be showing it. And I think she was trying to say, like, she's getting it. Give her a minute. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I really wanted to go back and find every single solitary thing that I could, including my messages with Kim, and put everything together. And then the next day, I sent it to her before anybody else. She got it all first thing in the morning, 7:00. She was in bed. She didn't even see it. And I was like, I'm going to post it. And then I said, you know what? I'm not going to post it because that might be out of context. I'm going to do a live stream. I did it that morning. She had suggested giving it to Valhalla. And I said, but I know he's going to see it. And hopefully that'll be enough. But I also told her, and I think I told her, she has it. So if anybody wanted any of those, she's got them. You can get them from her. I don't know if you know her outside of your show, but she has all of the same screenshots that I showed. She has them. So she can share them. The problem I'm having is that it's still going. You know what I mean? And like, I'm trying very hard to move on and I'm seeing nobody else is moving on. Once I shared all of that stuff on my show, it still wasn't enough for everybody. So now
I don't think you're exactly moving on because today you were talking about me, you were talking about Aiden, you were talking about Jimmy. I don't think you're exactly moving on. So I don't think that's exactly accurate either. The problem with people moving on is that they don't look the same. And so I think that's why I'm suggesting to you, if you got the tax form, that might clear things up. That seems like a very legit form that they can provide you very easily. And then that's that, right? It seems okay. She is gone. I don't know if she dropped off or what. All right. Well, that was interesting. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, you know, I've said this before. I don't think she meant to do anything maliciously. I think it happened and whatever, but I think that would be a good idea for her to think about doing is to get the tax form, in my opinion. But you know, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. But again, oh, hold on. Hold on, I saw her in here, but I don't know what she said. I did not hang up. I was dropped from the stream. Okay, do you want another link? Okay. if you're in here or one of the mod has it, they can drop it again in case she wants back up here, but I'm putting the chat or putting the link back in the chat. Maybe one of the mods can drop it. I think she has me blocked. I think that's why. I think that's why she can't see my thing, and that's probably why she couldn't see me. We didn't have her blocked. She has us blocked. I think that's probably it. So any of the mods can drop that link, and she should be able to see it. Oh, she said she was good? Okay. All right. Well, I mean, thanks for coming on. Like I said, this is something that's posted. We are going over it. We're looking at it. And that's that. So again, none of which equals defamation. We're allowed to go over things on the internet, have thoughts on them, and nowhere did I ever fat shame her, call her ugly, or say she stole money. So we cannot twist words because words are words, and that's a problem. Anyways. Indeed, an interesting day. Things kind of shift. I mean, it's wild. Hey, Val. The crazy part is just if you do the same thing if it was someone else. Yeah. Aquarius. Wait, I like your name, Lauren. You can talk anything you want. Don't let her honey, she's not intimidating or bullying me. This is who I am. I'm a very reasonable person. I'm not gonna yell at someone. We're also not gonna, she started getting a little trying to talk over me and heated, and we don't do that here. We just don't do it here. It's not my personality. And so that's why I told her before she came on we weren't gonna do that. So I listen to people. I may not agree with anything they're saying, but I'm still gonna listen to them and I'm still gonna give them the opportunity to talk and be listening to the things that they say when they talk. That's why the merchandise thing, I called that out because that wasn't accurate. She was selling merch at that time. And then that changed to like, well, yes, but not the merch that we're selling now. Yeah, but you're still saying merch. Again, you don't have to say things mean. You don't have to get into like screaming fights. This is just my personality. But anyways, and I don't think she did any of this to be malicious by any means, but I also, thank you, expert. Yes, if you're new here, please subscribe. We are a little lowly channel that creators like Jess Machado likes to call trash because we don't have as many subscribers as her. So it would help us out greatly. And we have a really great tribe over here. We don't always talk about the drama, but when the drama involves us or our friends and there's slanderous things being said about our friends, we tend to stand up for our friends. So that's how I got here. But yeah. Anyways, I think again, best thing for her to do is to move on after she brings like a tax receipt or whatever. Oh yeah, pores were were one of the things. She said many things about this channel and a lot of other channels that don't have as many subscribers, but the pores, yeah. But whatever. I think the best thing to do is to show the tax document. They can easily give it to her. I mean, you get any kind of a receipt, a document. And for me, if I drop stuff off at like Goodwill or whatever it is, you get a receipt, whether it's just a little tiny thing, but you get it. And so I don't, I can't tell her why her receipts didn't look like the ones that the people are sharing online or sending me. I don't know why they don't look the same. They just don't look the same. I don't make the receipts, so I couldn't tell you, but they don't look the same. And I think most people have said the same thing. If she thinks they look the same, then they look the same. Again, I'm entitled to my opinion. I don't know that that means anything other than they don't look the same. So, very interesting. She jumps to things. I'm really glad she said that, though, about you can call me fat. I've never called you fat. It's never happened. Never called you ugly. We don't do that here. So again, put that on someone else, but don't deflect it on me. Didn't happen here. So, but I think she could show the tax document. Seems very simple. What's going on? Hey, Noodles. Noodles, I am sad about how this whole community has turned out. I want things to go back to how they were during trial 1. I agree, Noodles. I think that would be wonderful. But, again, we have to kind of go back to how this started. And unfortunately, just started this entire thing. So, that's where we're at. People have a right to defend themselves. The things that she said about Baker were gross, not true, and people came to his defense. And those ones, those people who knew him had a right to speak on his behalf and say, yeah, he's not like that, and she didn't like that, and then she started attacking us. So, now we have to follow where things started, and ultimately that is where things started. And then we started getting shit on, and it's a perpetual cycle. And then she was gonna stop, but then today she came out and said all these things. Now 7-Eleven is trying to dox me when I'm already doxed because I do TV. I'm on TV and my name's right there, as if that's some big gotcha moment. My name's out there. I'm on TV. That's how it works. You can't dox someone. So again, it's just a stupid thing, but we have to see where it started from and who perpetuated all of this. But I think the easiest thing would be, well, not the easiest thing. I think if she wants people to believe her, I thought the documents were going to be documents, but then if you've watched Valhalla's stream from today, I have questions from that stream, right? That seems weird. Also, the emails don't look the same as people who recently donated. So that seems weird to me too. I can't explain it. She wanted me to explain it. I don't know why. I don't know. And she wanted me to say, I didn't think hers were legit. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is they look different. All I'm saying. But again, she likes to twist words and say things that people have not said. I don't know if there's bunnies in here. I have no idea. Anyways, so yeah, and I don't bully people anyways. That's just I don't care what I do. It's just that's not who I am. Let's see. Yeah, it's hard to reason with someone when they're not, and that's hold on one second. No, she tried to turn that oh, I can't reason with you. Ma'am, I sat here and I've not said anything crazy and I've let you talk and I'm calm and I feel like I've been extremely reasonable. We may not have the same opinion, but I am certainly reasonable and very open to what you're saying. That's why I sent her a link. I don't know why it says 2014. So if you want to explain that, please do, because I'm confused about it. And then somehow that turned into, defaming. But no, it's not defaming. I'm asking questions. It doesn't make sense to me. And she has the answer. So therefore, what better person to get the answers from? She pops in chat. Great. Come on up. Same thing as I did with Turtlebutt, who I thought was very reasonable and very nice to her and very kind and gave her some great advice, which she took some and didn't take the other. Again, you can't make someone do something. She owes me nothing. Let's be clear. She doesn't owe anyone anything. Now, if she wants to go do these things, she can do that. And I think that'd be good for putting it to bed. she doesn't have to do any of this. No one's asked her for like body cam footage or 911 calls from Jeff C's heart thing he had. No one asked her for that. She got it and then didn't drop it. That was something she chose to do. So she doesn't owe me or anyone else that's talking about this anything. If she wants to go, she asked what she needed to do. I told her I think it would be good to put it all to bed if you did this, but I can't make her do anything. She doesn't owe me anything. But whatever. All right. Thoughts? Let me go here to the chat. Let me get current. I'm sure I'm way behind. I saw Erica Walsh was in here. Hello, Queen. How are you? Erica Walsh has a channel. If any of my mods could drop her link, please do so. I love Erica. She's fantastic, and she is the epitome of a good friend. And we like good friends around here. All right. No, no, I cannot, Dave. Hello, Dave. I don't recognize your screen name. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button for me. We have a great community. Emma from Hawaii. Listen, okay, not only are you adorable, but you're really freaking good at trivia. You were killing it the other night. I hadn't joined Sparkly for the trivia, and I did. And you and Panda were like killing it. So amazing. She said people threaten to sue when they are caught and unwilling to back down. Yeah. And again, I think we all know a thing or two about a defamation suit. I haven't said shit about shit. It's not how defamation works. So, I mean, it's just not. Yeah. White Rabbit is a bunny. I mean, is a rabbit. So she is not a bunny. We love the white rabbit here. Mo said because she cannot come to terms with the reality of any of this, she has to grasp onto reasons and excuses, has to grasp for whatever she can for sympathy and a sense of power and control. Yeah, and it's stupid because, like, dude, sometimes you just gotta say, I did it wrong and move on. And people are okay if you make mistakes and you admit your mistakes. People are not okay with like doubling down. And this is not for just this instance. This is for other things like the Baker thing. Had she just said, okay, like, you know what? I shouldn't have said those things. I took someone's context in what they were telling me and didn't look into it further. And I'm sorry to the Baker, these things don't seem to be accurate or whatever. She could have said something. And then this whole thing would have been done. But it's the doubling down, it's all of that that made people. And, that's when she started losing subscribers. It has nothing to do with me talking about a document that was posted online and me going over it because it has the date of 2014 and us discussing it. That is not the cause of people unsubscribing to her. It's because of her disgusting stuff she said about Baker. People said gross. I don't want to watch anymore. So again, she tries to twist things. Now people unsubscribed from her because of me talking about this document and it's causing her financial harm. No, it's not accurate. Maybe don't say people and slanderous things about people that you don't know or you're getting from one side. And then people won't come out and be like, no, actually, I know Baker. He's a really good guy. And it's funny how many women came out and said, no, been friends with Baker for a long, long time. He's actually none of these things that you're saying. And he wouldn't do these things. So, yeah. Anyways, that's where people started unsubscribing from her. Okay, let me get to some of these super chats. I know I missed a bunch of you guys. And I do not want to do that. Let me get to the bottom and make sure. Yeah, always Team Baker because why? It's the truth. We like truth. We like facts. We don't like twisted words, which I think, again, you guys saw firsthand how she was twisting my words when we were just talking. Now, to her, it might not be a big deal, but words matter. And the way she was trying to twist them live is exactly what she does on her live. So people that only watch her take that for face value and think that what she's saying is 100% accurate. The problem is it's not. She's twisting it to make it sound like nefarious or whatever. And it simply isn't that way. You guys got to see that firsthand when she's on here. I would say something and she would twist it completely around like a pretzel. Words matter. The context in which they are said matters. So yeah. All right. Let's get to these. All right. Mary Swampy, thank you so much for the super chat, says, Fess up Machado. Now, again, I will say this disclaimer. What my chat says is not necessarily what I believe. However, my chat has the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, because we live in a country that allows that. So what my chat says is what my chat says. I am not responsible for that. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Swampy. Fess up Machado, she says. Dumpster Juice, thank you so much for the super chat. Says sources have confirmed that Jess Thief Shadow is now hawking beagle fur coats out of the trunk of a Mazda and donating the proceeds to 7-Eleven to get shock therapy. Whoa. I don't like any animal cruelty or animals being used in any kind of form for makeup, shock therapy. So I am fully against this. Thank you so much, Dumpster Juice. My girl Side Eyes says that chick flat out lied about Baker and defamed him. She can shut the fuck up. Yes. Yeah, she did. She did. The things that she said about Baker were disgusting and untrue. So that talk about defamation. That's a whole lot more like defamation than me going over a document asking questions why something has a different date than this year. But okay. 100%. Thank you, Jess. Cyberchick Boston sent a super chat and says she has you blocked on her channel so she can't see what you write. You can see her. That's exactly it. It took me a second, Cyberchick, but we see each other. We're on the same page. Yeah, that's why she couldn't. That's why she couldn't see it, because I'm like, again, we don't block people here. I don't know how many times I have to say it. 7-Eleven likes to say it all the time. She's never been blocked. Apparently Kazi put her in timeout because she was going nuts. Okay. She's not blocked. No one's blocked here. We don't block people. You gotta be really pretty bad to get any kind of a block. So thank you, Cyberchick. Side Eyes Jess says, lady, know before you call in. We aren't your secretaries. Yeah, I know. And I'm like, I'm not good at pulling stuff up, so you're just gonna have to wait. Lord knows I am not good at the tech part of this. So thank you so much, Side Eyes. Ms. VUSMC says, I'm calling you out, Jess Machado. You are garbage. Thank you for your super chat, Ms. V. Steph 2 says, call the VA, ask for an official receipt. Easy. Thank you. Thank you. So I know she was there the other day, and that is accurate. She was there, or at least she said she was there on her live stream. I heard that. So because they were upset because they were getting emails. Again, I don't know if this is accurate. I don't know if that's what they said to her. I don't know. We don't know. She didn't have it on the live stream. Just because they were irritated, they were getting emails or whatever, allegedly, like you can go back and you can get an official receipt. Not a printed thingy thing. I think the tax document, because people are going to have, let's be honest, people at this point are going to have issues with a printed receipt because anyone could really print out a receipt with the logo on it. That's easy to do. I think the official tax document form or whatever would be something that nobody, I would think, could, and I say that loosely, think, because it depends on what it looks like. I haven't seen any of that. But if it looks like a legit tax form, I think people can't really argue with that. So that seems to be fairly easy. I agree with you, Steph. Thank you so much. Miss VUSMC says my bank account info doesn't look like that either. Yeah, I don't know. And, again, there's some things that I'm going to find weird. Some things, I don't know, maybe it's a different bank. I will give someone the benefit of the doubt of things looking different all day. I try to look at things objectively. But all I know is that receipt looks totally different than her receipt. I don't know why. So, yes. Thank you so much, Miss V. Hellfish Haven, my guy, says nothing to do with price. You faked the record for the donations, in his opinion. He is entitled to that. We live in America. Thank you. Thank you, Hellfish, and thank you for letting me bring up your receipt that you posted on Twitter for everyone to see. Because I find that interesting. Thank you so much. Mo Esquire, my girl, says, I think Jess is the one who may want to lawyer up, not Lauren. Yeah, I don't know. Again, all I know is I haven't defamed anyone, haven't even come close, never said she did shit about anything. I said certain things didn't make sense to me, for me, in my opinion. Didn't say she took anything from anyone. She likes to say I did, and she went on her stream and in fact said I said she stole money, which I never did. Again, these are instances of her twisting things. So, Mo would know. She's a lawyer, so. All right. And Mo sends another one. And she says, yes, get your tax document, Jess. AG wants it. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, but I think that would be a good, I think it would be a good thing to do anyways. Like, if she has this, because she was talking about having a business or whatever, don't you need that for your taxes for your business? So you're going to need to get it anyways. I don't know. That's a write-off, right? I don't know. I would think it's easy. Seems pretty easy, but anyways. Side Eyes just said Jessica Machado's lips are moving equal lying. Yeah, that seems to happen quite a bit. But yet I'm lying about her. Okay. Thank you. And then we have We Are All Mad here. Okay, it took me a second. Thank you. I don't recognize your screen name or your little cute icon, so welcome if you're new. Okay, it's not a 501c. That's for nonprofits. But if she wrote off the documents or the documentations on her taxes, she should have something, a bank statement, something. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, so she should be able to prove or show something that is a documentation other than an email that doesn't look the same as the other one. Okay, got it. Thank you so much for your super chat and for your knowledge. Casey, how are you? Casey Christie says the 2014 screenshot is from your screen, Jessica. Oh. Do you know where it's from? Is it from a Facebook? The little globe thing looked like maybe Facebook, but I wasn't sure and I didn't want to say for sure, but fill me in maybe in a minute because I won't find it. Thank you. Side Eyes just said Baker has quite the case against her then. Oh, 100%. 100%. But he's already said he's not, What are you going to sue? What are you going to sue for? But yeah, she 100%, the things that she said about him were defamatory and gross. Like the most vile things you can really say about anyone. And for anyone that knows Baker, knows that these things are not only false, but he hates that more than anything in the world. So, in my opinion, it was said purposely because they know he loathes that type of a person. and it was gross. Casey Christie says the 2014 screenshot was from Jessica's own receipts live stream. Oh, interesting. One of this was shown on Valhalla's stream earlier, but of course, Jess didn't call in on his live stream. Yeah, she didn't sound to me like she had heard it. So I don't know that she even knew that he did one. She didn't sound like she heard that one. Okay, so you're saying this was on her stream? Do we know what stream? I would like to check it out. That is interesting. Thank you, Casey. Meatball Morsey says, the one thing, my teeth are real, Lauren. Yes. It's always interesting when you find out things like your teeth, you find out that they're not real when you've had them all your life and you didn't know. It's like, wait, what? All this time I was going about life thinking these things were real. Apparently they're not. My God. So glad I came on YouTube to find that out. Thank you, Meatball. Hellfish Haven says, I pinned both to your profile. What did you pin and how do I see that? Hellfish, I don't know what I'm doing here. All right. Side Eyes Jess says, stop yelling at Lauren. Yeah, trust me. It's not the first time I've been yelled at. Like, all this stuff doesn't. This is the thing, is like, I'm very used to that. Whether it's in my job, whether it's because of personal things in my past that I dealt with. This stuff razzes me, and that's why, like, I can stay pretty calm about stuff. That's why I'm like, she can come on. I don't care. Like, come on, tell me why it says this. Cause that is weird to me. So, again, my cat is right here. You guys can't see her because my camera's over here, but she's standing in front. So I can't see literally like half of your chats. All right. I'll take the microphone and move this way. For those of you, yes, I did order the thing. It should be here very soon. Misty, who has been a member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Misty, says, stop talking about Lauren Locow. Yes, I don't, the stuff that she was saying was wild, but again, maybe there's people here that, got to see her twisting words in real life and in real time and kind of saw what we've been talking about. I don't know. Mo, member for 1 month, says, Livy, you're going to have to scoot down. I can't see Mo's super chat. Okay. The tax document should be in her email right now. So just show it. Instead, she's making excuses why it doesn't exist. Yep. She's good at making excuses, Mo, right? We've seen that a lot. All right. And thank you for being a member for 1 month. Naira, how are you? Naira says, I would recommend organize it more clearly. We do not need to see a fundraiser about colon cancer and the pictures of baby wipes. It's a distraction and it feels like it is. Ooh, very good. Very good point. Yeah, and I do think clearly would be helpful. Like Valhalla said today, she had stuff sitting on top of each other in her in that live she did where you couldn't see dates and things. And was that on purpose? Was it not on purpose? I don't know. However, you couldn't see the dates. So I think definitely organizing it in a more clear manner, not talking about colon cancer stuff, just sticking to points would be helpful. I agree. Thank you, Naira, for your super chat. Bay Harbor Beauty, thank you so much. Became a member to the channel. Welcome to the tribe. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. You don't have to, you can go in any chats you want. She's always respectful and it's totally fine. We love it. We love that you're a member here and we love to have you. So welcome to the tribe. Blessed Texas Lolly says, Lauren, I love you, but those beautiful fake white teeth are blinding me. Jess is a liar and I can't answer anything directly ever, master manipulator. Absolutely, Blessed Texas. In my opinion, I think you're correct. But the best thing to do is just let them talk. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Blessed Texas. Blessed Mom of Texas. Look at these two blessed ladies back to back. Two beautiful blessed ladies. Two beautiful blonde bombshell ladies that are blessed back to back. Blessed Mom from Texas says, "Love you, Lauren. You did amazing. Jess has met her match. She can't handle it. Free TB. Jess started this talented war. Talented." Thank you. No, the best thing is just to stay calm, and that's what I do. That's just who I am, especially like when things are escalated. That's the best thing you got to do. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes, free TB. Don't care if certain people hate him. He should not be going to jail. He didn't intimidate anyone. We live in America. We have rights. And that's how old school journalists did it. They ask people hard questions, they knock on people's doors. And we need more journalists like him out there. So, yes, free TB. The virtual juror says JM needs an internet timeout, but doesn't know how to stick to the internet timeout. She said she was going to take. Yeah, virtual juror, 100%. Right? We heard so many times. Well, I'm off X. I'm off X. It's helped a lot. How has that helped a lot? Because you have all your people sending you the things that are being said about you on X. So I'm not getting it. I do not know why that's helping you because you're getting the same information sent to you and you're still ingesting it. I don't know. I don't know. You know, sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. That's what happens when I wear makeup, guys. All right. Okay. Thank you, virtual juror. All righty. Toby's mama with that cutie. Look at that little dog. I love it. I'm assuming it's Toby. Maybe it's Toby. Maybe Toby is your son. I don't know. Or your dog. That's adorable. I use Gmail. My receipt does look like JM's. Okay, so it does look like JM's. Your receipt to the Veterans Association. Is that what you're saying? I don't know what her thing was. If anyone knows what her email was, I don't know. And I also don't know what Hellfish and all of the other veterans that are sending me their donations and stuff like that and have put them online. I'm not sure what email they used. But thank you so much, Toby's mama. Jeannie Lynn, happy birthday, Noodles. Happy birthday, Noodles. Is it your birthday? A special birthday to you, Noodles. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jeannie. What a good friend you are. Amazing. All right. Let me go get current in the chats here. Let's see. Tina says JM has doxed people, threatened to dox. Threatened to dox people, broadcasted live on her channel, blatantly defamatory lies about people, called people vile names. Her husband said she steals and loves to gamble. For real. Yeah, some of those things I know about. So yeah, she definitely threatened to dox Bahala if he didn't come on her street. I mean, it's just wild stuff. Again, you have to be, your behaviors have a consequence, and like people are kind of saying enough is enough. Like maybe we start thinking about changing like what we're doing, you know? Let's see. I'm assuming this is a bunny. Hello, bunny. Listen, today is supposed to be God's day. You can get out one nice thing about the person you are, I'm assuming, shitting on right now and making money off of, by the way. Babe, that's what everyone does on YouTube. They all make money. Now, some people make more money than others. I think Jess Machado has beautiful hair, and I've always said that. I don't think every single thing about her is bad. That's, again, you might be new here, but that's not the things that we talk about. I used to be a member of her channel. I used to watch all the time. I just don't like what she's doing now. It's gross. But thank you for tuning in. Oh, it's not till tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday, Noodles. And we hope that your Monday is fantastic and you get to do all the things that you love, eat all the things you love, and spend it with people that you love. Thank you for being here, Noodles. Again, you know, she 3PO. This is what, you know, this is how reasonable people think. I don't know. Why can't she just apologize and make peace to those she hurt? Eh, yeah, that would also be pretty easy. It would think, you know, we would think. I couldn't address it any better than that. It's really silly to me, but okay. Oh, she's not a carrot. I don't know. Someone was calling her a carrot. Not a carrot. All right. Everyone's sending Noodles all the birthday love. Iced tea latte is not scared of Pat Ford, nor should anyone. Um, Toby's mama says yes. VABC donated. Receipt came through like that. Okay. Are you on Twitter? Could you post it? Is that the same? It's the same one in Bristol County, the veterans one? Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's an email thing. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like most people have Gmail. So I wouldn't be able to speak for everyone and what email they have. Hellfish, if you're in here, you're welcome to tell us what email you have. Yeah. All right. Angie telling Noodles happy birthday. Yes, caught Valhalla's today. Yeah, it was very good. It was very good. Okay, Derek Carney, not a fan of her hair. Do they listen to what's going on over there? I'm not sure what we're talking about. Legal Tube says Baker. The pretend Swagate, the treatment of Valhalla, the talent, the stealing from her fans, the insulting the entire internet, the gaslighting. I could go on and on. Yeah, it's just not becoming behavior, right? And then instead of just turning it around, she continues to do it after she says she's going to stop. So that's a problem too. I don't know if JM said this directly. I think it was a bunny that said it. I don't think it was Jessica Machado who said it. So I'm not, I'll clarify that. I think it was bunnies that said it. But again, nobody needs to be doxing people's work. Nobody needs to be doxing people. That's gross behavior. This is so childish and vile. Like, just stop it. And I don't care what side of any movement, whether it's what's going on right now, whether it's the Free Karen Reed movement, nobody needs to be doing that to anyone. I think that's gross. Either side's just like gross. Go to my, okay. I DM'd you. Okay, let me see what Kazi DM'd me. Let me see. Oh, okay. Hold on, I don't know what this is, but we're just gonna cold play it and see what it is. All right, we'll just play it. I don't know. Let's see.
So I went to Meredith's Substack, already on a Substack by Meredith. So I went to Meredith's Substack and I looked and I saw everything that person sent me was already there. So whatever, but there was one thing that was not there, and it was the charging documents or whatever. Not charging documents. I don't know what the name of this shit is. I don't know. It's a piece of paper that gives all of the details about how Lauren was charged with, like, when she pretended that she was an investigator or whatever. Anyway, I just texted that to Meredith. I just said, here you go. Like, I don't want it. I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to give it to somebody who might. So I gave it to Meredith, said, have a happy Saturday. Here you go. You know what I mean? What do you want? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do it, but maybe someone out there really has a bone to pick with her. It's not me. It's not me. Lauren is the meanest, weirdest person on the internet. The way that Lauren has parlayed me into views for her is disgusting. A golf tournament, and somewhere along the way, things weren't selling, and I always brought Jimmy in, and Jimmy, because Jimmy's the talent, and Jimmy's gonna make it some sort of like a fun thing to drive sales or whatever. And somebody put up a post and was like, how's everybody feeling about this? The comments on that thread, right? it's a meager thread. This isn't like 1,000 comment thread. 100 people comment on it. 99.9% of the comments are all the same. A bunch of women who don't want him to go to jail, but who are like, you know what, dude? It didn't feel right that you fucking went and attacked Jess Machado and you added to the pylon. And apparently on his shows, he's still doing the little digs or whatever. People are almost, it's like you're watching it in real time. Like, they're just not happy. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't, you know what I mean? And people are just like, I can't even watch the show anymore. I can't watch the show. I don't feel right, or it's my protest, or my money is not my protest. And, you know, while saying that Broken Baker is a weirdo creep has consequences, saying Jess Machado's show sucks also has consequences. And people are just kind of like, eh. Now, I don't think at all that the majority of the people that listen to my show make up a huge portion of the people that listen to Aiden's show. But I hope somebody sends in the screenshots so he can see like how people are feeling, how people feel. Okay, my comments about fucking Doughboy were funny, not serious, definitely not deliberate, like a lot of like just fucking whatever. You know, staying out of it, but like also giving my 2 cents because that's what I do for a job. And what happened after that? It's a pylon, and that's all it is. And it has been absolutely fucking debilitating for the past 40 days. It's been gross. The lying, everything these people are fucking. The only fucking thing I ever stole was your dad's heart, okay, motherfuckers? And I just think people are tired of it. Now, my people were also tired of it, and they want me to stop too. And I started that on Friday. I was like, we can do a show without it. I had a caller call in and wanted to talk about Aiden. It's hard for me to confront that caller on the call and be like, hey, this isn't what I want. I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? And I'm glad I did. I'm proud of that. Like we're done. So while I'm talking about this right now a little bit, I just hope you know this is like a quick little Sunday thing. We're back to business on Monday. We're back to business. We have shows to do. We're not. So
Okay. Thank you. Yes, it's just a quick little Sunday slander about everyone. It's cool. It's no problem. Okay, so thank you. Oh, hold on.
5 or 6 of them
More
on
things
the
are
side of
going.
my bed. I left one there in case something happened to me.
No more,
I
no
left
more
one
her
there
voice,
today,
please.
the
Thank
latest
you.
one. And then I keep the phones.
Okay. So okay, this is great. This is great because now it confirms everything that I was thinking and saying that she is working, in fact, with the one who shall not be named. Again, a lot of us saw this coming, saw it happening, and thought, that's super odd. Very interesting. So they are working together. Thank you for confirming that. That's gross behavior. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, charge documents was dismissed. So this is also interesting. I guess, I don't know, but if she ever plans to go back to be a reportive, investigative journalist again, this is all a problem from her because this is all on the internet. Yikes. Also saying I'm the whatever it was on the internet, that's like give me a lot of power. Like, dude, I don't have a big channel. Like, I think you're overselling it a little bit. A little bit. Also, no one is unsubbing and no one is not watching Aiden. Everyone agreed with Aiden. Except like a couple people. You were trying to manipulate him. Now, does that mean every time a woman cries, that's what that is? Absolutely not. Women cry more than men. It's usually how it works. Sometimes they do cry to manipulate. That is just a fact of life. So, yeah, the Turtle Boy derangement syndrome is in full effect. She is now working with Meredith, as she stated to you guys. So, I mean, again, take it for what you want. If you guys are Turtle Boy supporters, take that for what you want. It's gross, in my opinion. Also, I've seen Moons and Ocean saying horrific things about Turtle Boy in chats and in the Bestie Universe thing. It's gross. Again, you can be mad at someone. You can just not really like them anymore, but like to be completely Turtle Boy derangement syndrome, helping people that are trying to like take everyone down. that you literally called and got this lady fired from her job is wild. Wild. None of that should have ever happened on either side. But now you're working together. This is weird behavior. Holly Mac, thank you for the super chat. Says so many excuses from Jess. It's always an excuse. Always an excuse. Always a lie. Always twisting something. Because she can't take accountability for anything. So absolutely. And you know, people are seeing it now. So let's see. I'm back. Sorry guys. I don't know what I don't know what happened. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I do not know what happened. That was super weird. I somehow clicked out of it. Okay. Somehow I clicked out of it. All right. Okay, I'm back. Is everyone still here? Everyone still have me? Sorry guys. Don't know what I did, but I clicked something and it took me somewhere else. Anyways. Okay. Yes. Oops is right. Oh man. Ms. Jess, I've been listening. What the actual fuck is going on? Well, it's Sunday Scaries. This happened on a couple other Sundays ago. Sunday Scaries is a real thing. It is a real place. Sometimes it happens over here on our channel, and that is exactly what happened. The Laura J says, "Oh, Lauren, I know." Oop, left swipe. I think so, Miss Press. I think I did. Let's see. StreamYard kidnapped Lauren. In fact, it did. I broke free and I am free now. We are back together, so it's good. Steven says she is trash. You know, she would flip on a confidential informant. 100%. 100% she would. Swiping, no swiping. Sage Nickens. I see so many new people here. So please make sure you go subscribe for us and like the video. It's really cool seeing new people come over here. And like Ruth, I've never seen your pretty face, and it is good to see you. I try to remember my people who are here regularly, so when I see someone new, then I can point it out. So it's great. Valhalla said my StreamYard was being weird too earlier. I don't know if it was my StreamYard or just me. I'm not good at it. Valhalla also said he took down that post just out of an abundance of caution because she's saying again, Valhalla, if you don't know Valhalla, he is a man of integrity and of honor. He didn't want to be involved in all of this stuff, but again, the bunnies and Jess were saying like, oh, it's because of him. Now she has to. No, it wasn't. But they tried to make it all about him. Valhalla is someone who served this country and takes things personal, and so he wanted to address it. But it's my understanding he took down the one that said 2014. Now I'm sure that if something, there's other things there, it will come out, again or whatever. I don't know, but Valhalla doesn't want to cause unnecessary drama. That is not what Valhalla is about. So again, Toby's mom. I can't DM Lauren with the receipts pick. Okay. Well, let's see if anyone else that donated. Valhalla, what email chain do you use? Gmail? What do you use? Oh, that's what Melanie's talking about? Okay. Well, I've experienced it now. Thank you, Gazi. Thank you. Okay. So I'm hearing a lot of people call out Noodles Mama. Like I've said before, there are some people who are in both chats, and that is okay, you know? Now, as long as you're not saying anything disparaging, rude, mean things, I don't care. I think everyone has a right to participate in both people's chats if they like both of the commentators, both of the content creators. All I've said about oceans, specifically in moons, but especially oceans. When you do that, like, and you say nasty things, like, people are going to notice, people are going to see it. And so it's not surprising people may call you out when you pop in someone else's and be like, why are you saying that? Because you said something else here. But I think people are allowed to go where they want and enjoy the content that they like. And there's nothing wrong with liking multiple people as long, they may not be agreeing, they may not be on the same side of things. Um, it's my personal opinion. If things are mean, nasty things said, that might change my opinion a little bit. But I've not known noodles to do that. So okay. What Jess Michelle is working with Meredith? Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's made things I just go back and watch it. She sent documents on me to Meredith, even though Meredith has already posted like an article. It's stupid. It's stuff that was dismissed because it was bullshit. So, it's dumb shit. They're trying to stir up everything. They're trying to dox people. They, in my opinion, have been working together. That's my opinion, but she pretty much just proved it by saying that today. So thank you for that. Thank you, Daryl. I'm not a fan of Jess, but oftentimes these VA places don't have the most sophisticated tech software. Yeah, the only thing is that I think, Ariel, is that we're seeing receipts from other people who have donated recently um that don't look like hers. That's the thing that I think people are having trouble with, is they don't look the same. They don't have all the same verbiage, and it's weird. Um let's see. In all seriousness, how can you say you support someone who is sending info to MO, regardless of how you feel about Aiden? And I agree with this. I agree with this. Maybe there's are some things that people will consider. I don't know. I completely agree with this because she has ruined her credibility and doxed a whole lot of people, also shared personal conversations. That's a problem. It's a real big problem. And I really hope that she gets it under control because I think she was a lot more enjoyable when she was doing journalism stuff. What's up, Ray from Dallas? Thank you so much. And also justice for you. I know Jess has been awful to you as well. Um, I don't know. I know reach out to Roslyn. I don't know if you have reached out to Roslyn. If any of my mods are here and have Roslyn's YouTube, reach out to her. She's also on Twitter. Because I know that there's been some shitty things that have been done to you too, Ray. Besides the absolute disgusting, vile things that JFK did to you. Besides that. So, I think oftentimes Ray has been forgotten of what people have done to him too. And the only thing, he tried to come in here being, a goat for Turtle Boy and really talk him up and all of that. And he's been a very nice guy to, I think, really anyone other than the people who are going after Turtle Boy. So, leave Ray from Dallas alone and justice for Ray. Sherry says, thank you, Lauren, Valhalla Baker, and all the wonderful creators that are honest and have integrity for all that you do. You're welcome, Sherry. Thank you for being here and supporting all of us. With friends like that, who needs enemies? Yeah. Yeah. And, that goes back to what I'm saying, like with Moons, or not Moons, Ocean. I just thought it was so horrible for what she said. Like, this is somebody who you co-host a show with, supposedly your friend, that you're literally saying she's in a treatment facility, like a Proctor treatment facility. That's gross. Stop. Why would you say that? No one should know that. She was taking time off or whatever. That's all you needed to say. But it was a low blow with with friends like this, who needs enemies? Same with Machado, you know? And to think that anyone thinks that like their communication with Machado will ever be kept private after she gets irritated about something with you, that's you might want to think twice about that because her actions have proved otherwise. And to me, that's a scary thought. So, anyways, yeah, she burned all the bridges down. Exactly. Found herself in a third dimension. Yes, she died. Now I know what you're talking about because I've heard Melanie say that a lot of times. Now I know what it was. I have done that apparently now too. All right. If you're going to attack a creator, don't do it on Lauren's stream. Seriously, you have some class. Okay. I don't know if that's something for the chat or I don't know. Thank you, Malin. Ruth, it's your first live. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you had a crazy one as your first one, huh? Thank you, Laura. She says you're very classy, Lauren. Thank you. That's that's the goal. I am a very passionate person. Very big. I'm an Aquarius, so very big on justice. I am very passionate, but I also know how to stay calm and keep it together. That doesn't mean that when I'm calm, I don't see what's going on. So I was reading everybody's comments. I got you. I mean, like, trust me, I get it. Yeah. Yeah. And one of us has a license. Just saying. Cannot imagine sending disparaging information on email just to be mean. She's so delusional. Cannot believe this biatch. Yeah, and it's stupid. Like it's stuff that's out there. Like, and that's I addressed this before. I could have all of that expunged. I don't care to because it was nothing. It was all BS. It was dismissed. What I do for a living, people are not going to like it. A lot of people don't like private investigators. They dig up a lot of shit on people. This is not abnormal. Like people are acting like this is, well, not people, just her, are acting like this is some big thing. This happens all the time. So people, accuse people of stuff and you get certain counties that need something on their docket and they will attempt, we've seen this. We've seen this in all of the cases that we've covered. Okay. Like how many people have been accused of things that they didn't do all the time? This is a small potatoes and it was dismissed. I could choose to have it to where no one would see that. I didn't choose to have that because guess what? Something else might come up in another case and someone else might get pissed and run to, the prosecutor's office and allege all kinds of sort of stuff and whatever. And I don't care. Like, again, I do my shit. And what's real in my life is my family and my friends. And like, I don't care about that stuff. It was dismissed. What are we? I mean, that's the best thing you have to talk about on a Sunday? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, 100% Central Mass. Oh, where'd you go? Yes, 100%. Oh, well, thank you, Ruth Ann. We are happy to have you here. Blue Jay says Machado already showed she would flip on an informant. Do people remember that she purred the person who sent her a video of someone messing with the mailbox ballots. Anything political, I didn't watch really with her stream. I could care less about that stuff. So when she would do any of that, I just wouldn't listen, even when I like watched her. So I don't specifically know what you're talking about, but her credibility is shot in my opinion. So like whatever you're saying is not shocking to me. So yes. And misery loves company. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yuval Storm says Valhalla is obnoxious and smells like floral arrangements. If you've ever donated or bought merch you didn't get in Massachusetts, and Kazi is sending a link out. Hi Lori. Lori says I'm here multitasking per usual. Hey, I totally get it. Unfortunately, I've had to have been doing a lot of stuff where I haven't been able to chat lately, but I am listening as well. So thank you for letting us know you are here. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. It's because of her sorry, the cat. It's because of her because she is a liar and she's done so much lying. She believes her now. Yeah, I mean, like birds of a feather, and it's it's all for it's all silly. It's all very, very silly. Yes, Valhalla is amazing. Livy Boo, you gotta lay down so I can see. Oh, now she's walking on the laptop. Okay. Um Okay, I served in the Navy for 18 years, disabled veteran here, which makes what Jess did very upsetting. Thank you for your service. And I think, that's how Valhalla and a lot of other veterans felt. That's why I know today she was trying to make it be about me, but people who served want to know why it doesn't look the same. They have questions and they have every right to have questions. I don't have the answers for you, Jess, but it does look different to me. I don't know why, but it does. Um, that's why I just tried to give her that advice. I think that would be the best bet. You just get the tax doc, and then that's that. I mean, I don't know. Again, people are allowed to stream and show other people's stuff and go over it and talk about it. No one said she did anything. People have questions, and some things are weird. But again, she whatever. Okay. Well, yeah, Valhalla uses Gmail. So I know there was somebody in here saying it was because she used Gmail and hers looked the same as Jess. So Valhalla uses Gmail and his don't look like that. So I don't think that's it. I think again, we explore things, we talk about things. That's what we do here. But yeah, Valhalla uses Gmail. His didn't look like hers either. So I don't think that's a reason or excuse why it looked different. So I don't know. I don't know. I think if Valhalla's stream was very good, it was interesting. For those of you who did not watch it, go back and watch Valhalla's stream after this. It was very interesting. But okay. Yeah, oh no, I wasn't giving her my email, but also like I'm on TV, like my name is out there. Like that's what's funny because these people are like, "Oh, we're gonna dox her and her address and what." I'm out there. That's like trying to dox your local TV reporter. Like her name is out there, not the president. I don't get to like hide my information. It's how it works. That's why it's like not a mic drop moment for any of these people. I don't hide who I am. I've never hid who I am. I'm on TV. This is how it works. It's part of that. It comes with it. So um but I'm still not giving her my emails. Just like she wanted Valhalla's phone number. Like she was dead set on that too. What's up, MJ? I've accidentally passed the button on the mouse and got yeeted from StreamYard. It's way too easy. MJ, do you have a channel? How do I not know you have a channel? Tell me your channel, and if somebody can drop it. Noodle says never have or never will. Only person I talk bad about is Monostat because she likes spreading yeast in chats. Just saying. Who's Monostat? Who's that? Everyone's so happy to see you, Ray. Make it everyone's day popping in over here. I love it. Newsflash, you can subscribe to more than one channel. Ballstorm coming in with facts. Word. Mary B all the way to the dark side. Yeah, Misty says Noodles is a very close friend to me. I just don't support anyone who supports gutter trash POS. Yeah. Yeah. And you can be friends with a lot of people, you know what I mean? So just because people watch multiple channels, it doesn't make them bad, and it's fine. All right, let me get closer to current. Apparently, I am nowhere near it. You guys have been amazing watching today and supporting the channel today. Let's see here. Oh boy. See, I mean, this happens all the time. It happens all the time. All the time. You know what I mean? We've all seen it. If anyone knows it, it's this community. That's why I think it's just so ridiculous that these things are like it wasn't a conviction. You know what I mean? Like, what are you, huh? Stop it. People get accused of things all the fucking time. It does not make them true. They're, stop doing that shit. It's so dumb and it only makes you look dumb. We are in a community who we like helping bring out corruption. We like helping people who didn't do things. That's what all united us together. Now we're fighting for Turtle Boy, who didn't intimidate witnesses. And your whole gotcha moment is trying to produce something that was a dismissed claim. Stop. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Beverly, maybe. I do not recognize your handle or picture, so welcome for being here. Let's see. Jen Pokey. What's up? They are spiraling. Yes, they are spiraling. Indeed, they are. Sasquatch Real. Okay, would like more information about the consignment store. I don't know that she ever had one. I did not know this. If that is true, that is news to me. Let's see. I'm sure, Val. I mean, like it's all so predictable, right? These people are so predictable. I mean, it's nuts to me. I don't know. And that's what makes me feel like Jolene is right about her saying she's always had it out for her since that article, is because there is a world where, like, I know some of people who followed Turtle Boy or even advocate for him, they don't necessarily like him or like everything he says or whatever, but they still know that he didn't do anything to be thrown in jail for. This is like BS. So there is a world where you can literally think both. That you're not a real big fan of his or like the things he says, but like he didn't do this. But how do we know that there's like hate there? Well, because she's teaming up with certain people. And so that makes it seem exactly like Jolene, my mom said, you know? She hated him from the get-go when he made that article. I think that, has a lot of sense to it for me. The beginning. Madam Mayhem says, at the beginning, I wish Jess well. I just didn't want to watch her. Now I hope she gets canceled. She's vile. While I do agree she's vile, I don't hope she gets canceled. I hope everyone, and there's room for everybody on the internet. Just go over there, do your thing over there. Stop talking about people over here. If you have all this great content, then produce it over there away from everyone else. Otherwise, it doesn't seem like you have a lot of good content. But call me crazy, but I agree with you. She is vile. Muffin. Okay. Okay. She makes okay, so this is Bev's introverted morals, says she just makes herself look guilty as fuck, and more so every time she opens her mouth. And you're not wrong. You're not wrong, and I've heard that from a lot of people. So that opinion is also shared by a lot of people. What's up, Kelly? How are you? Welcome to Sunday Scaries. It has been a wild ride. You've missed a lot. Odo says, Shibby. Oh, Shizzy is coming on too. Fantastic. Shizzy is great. He also makes great music. He made me an outro. I got to get with him because I think I have to put like some kind of video with it to make it my outro. It's just the song and it's really cute and I love it. So I got to figure that out. But he's really good. He made a really good jam. Let's see. Lauren deserves to have a successful show. Thank you, Stephen. I am totally fine with being a small content creator, but I don't think anyone who's a small content creator should be dragged for being new and starting out and having not as many subs who had the platform that she had, and all of that. Turtle Boy doesn't really know who I am. So like you can't compare the two. It's a low class thing to do. And this is something she did with other content creators. Like all the like people who don't have that many subs. Yeah, we're new. Like what's your point? So it's just low class. It really says everything to do about her and nothing to do about any of the content creators. Let's see. Thank you, Rudy. It was great, very professional, and so likable. Thank you. All right, we got a couple super chats here that I did not get to. Let's see. Paula MC, also with a cute doggy. Hello. Became a new YouTube member. Thank you so much. Welcome to the tribe. I send out photos that only my members get. So you will now have access to those. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. And Moby, Massachusetts says, Kazi DM'd you. Thank you so much. I was slow on that, but I did see it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Moby. Mopey sends another super chat and says, you guys, they both approached Aiden when he was in jail and vulnerable. Makes my cynical self suspicious. 100%, Moby. 100%. Well, they're working together now, apparently, allegedly. So, take it for what you will. Again, we don't talk about that person over here, the one who shall not be named, because that whole thing doesn't interest me. I like to talk about cases and things like that. The only reason that's come up today is because of Jess Machado saying she sent things to her. Again, you're like a month late. She did an article about me like she did about most people like a month ago. You're late you're late. Keep up. Mo Esquire says, justice for Ray. Do you agree, Cyberchick? I don't know what that is. I don't know if there's beef there. It seems like there could be beef there. I don't want anything to do with beef between creators, but justice for Ray, 100%. What was done to Ray by Jess was not cool. What was done by JFK to Jay was despicable. So justice for Ray. Thank you, Mo. Robin, thank you so much for your super chat, and says the fact that she collected money as a donation and is using it for her own tax write-off tells you exactly who she is. Again, everyone in my chat is welcome to their own opinion. I have questions about things. It seems weird to me, for me. But listen, this is something that people feel strongly about. When you talk about veterans, you say you donate to veterans, people take that seriously. That's why I tried to give her the suggestion just to get the tax documentation. I feel like that could help things. I don't know. She's trying to say, I'm moving a post. I'm not moving any post. Your thing just doesn't look like everyone else that I've seen. I can't deny that. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you it looks like somebody's when it doesn't look like somebody. So thank you so much, Robin. Toby's mom says, I'm not defending JM. I use Gmail and Android. Maybe that's why it looks different. No, I know. And everybody's opinions are welcome here. And I appreciate that. So Valhalla has Gmail, and so I'm not sure that would be it because his doesn't look the same. But I appreciate, look, we look into things. We don't just blindly, just because we don't like the shit she's doing, doesn't mean I'm going to look away from something if something is presented to me. That's not, I think you guys saw that when I had the phone call with her. That's not who I am. So if there's something to look into something, then that is great. I want to see it. So I appreciate it. But thank you, Toby's mom. And JoJo's Grave Concerns gifted 5 Common Sense Investigator memberships. JoJo, thank you so much. I appreciate it. For those of you who are gifted a membership, put your hearts in the chat and send a little heart thank you for JoJo. We appreciate you supporting the small content creators. Thank you, JoJo. I really appreciate it. All right. You guys are fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Blessed Mom, Texas. Yeah, so after long story short, she, I guess Friday said she wasn't going to talk about any of this anymore. And I guess Jeff Stee had given her that advice. Just stop talking about them. It'll go away, which he is. It's really good advice, right? It's kind of the best advice. Funny because TB had given her that same advice, just apologize and stop talking about it, but she didn't listen to it. And then Turtlebot gave her that advice and she didn't listen to it. Anyway, so then she said she wasn't going to talk. And then today she got back on and did a whole thing about she found charging documents and I was a fake investigator because I was charged with something years ago. By the way, it got dropped because it was bullshit. People don't like investigators. Turns out when you try to dig up their stuff, they don't like it. They don't really take kindly to it. It was dismissed. It's literally, this happens all the time to investigators. I could have gotten it expunged. Didn't really give 2 shits about it. It happens. It's not a big deal. But yeah, Meredith found it, because she does that to everyone. She doxes people. So again, she's just as late to the show. Keep up. So anyway, she apparently found something that wasn't in Meredith's article or whatever. So she sent it to Meredith to do whatever Meredith wanted to with it. So yeah, they're working together. Again, just gross behavior. Okay. Ooh, congrats. You know how to use Google. None of this stuff was hidden. These people are, come on. Anyways, that's what happened. And then she came on the show. So if you didn't watch it, go rewind it or whatever. But she popped on here and, she was respectful some of the time and she got a little excited, but we nipped it in the bud and everything was fine. But yeah, I think a lot of people got to see her, the way that she twists words live. And that is, So Jen, I don't know why you're coming in here calling us hypocrites. You did call that out years ago and props to you for it. This to me, and maybe you just don't know me. This to me doesn't have anything to do with Aiden. This had to do with her attacking my friend. That's why I came out and said what I said and defended him, and then she attacked me. Do I also think she was a snake in the grass and had ulterior motives towards him? Yeah, and to your credit, you did call that out. I don't know how that makes me a hypocrite. She attacked my friend, not Aiden, talking about someone else that was my friend, and that's why I said it. But okay. Again, like we don't have to agree with every single thing and like hate each other. Like we don't have to do that. Like I'm a very middle grounds person. I don't think it's one or the other, but you did call that out. So there's that. Stephen, thank you. Bless Texas. Yeah, us not liking her literally has nothing to do with Aiden not liking her. I could give a fuck less who Aiden likes. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at too. Like I don't have to like every single thing Aiden does to know that he shouldn't go to jail. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. I got involved when she started calling out my friend and saying untruths about him. It has nothing to do with Aiden, but Melissa Jane, Lauren, thanks, classy as always. Thank you for being here. Derek says, I will be working on stuff today. Oh, live today. Come and check out what I'm working on if you want. Derek, you do have a channel. Derek has a channel. If any of my mods could link Derek's channel, and also I believe you're quite the artist too, Derek, aren't you? With pet portraits and all of that. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever linked your channel. If we can link Derek's channel, go follow Derek Carney. He is very, very talented as well. Miss Jess, if you are here, if you could do that, that would be amazing. And also just a good guy. Good guy. Let's see here. Kobe's mom. Make sure I'm not missing anyone. I know people are saying things. Yeah, what she did to Purple was also not okay. Lauren, such a pleasure listening to you, talented and graceful lady. BB is lucky to have the fabulous friends that he has. Turtle Boy was right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's a great Broken Baker is a great guy, and he does have great friends, and he does surround him with good people, and it's wonderful. Lola, the good dog, thank you so much for your super chat. She says, I blame South Park Cartman costume. After Jess put it on, she literally became Cartman. I do what I want. Lola, the good dog, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Also, I could never understand what she said. Like, she did a fairly decent impersonation of him, but I couldn't understand the words that were coming out of her mouth. Oh, that's too cute. Also, look at Lola. She's so stinking cute. I love it. Thank you so much for your super chat. It's fine. I look forward to learning more about Lauren. Thank you so much. Who is going live next? Lauren, please. Okay, let's see. Let's see who's going live. Let's see if I can direct you over somewhere. Let's check out who is live right now for you guys. We have Shizzy Wiznuts, who is live. We have looks like that's it. Derek said he will be live later. Go over to Spicy Sunday to Shizzy Wiznuts and let him know that CSI sent you. He also wrote a really good song about Machado. It's a banger. So you may have heard that one too. Let's see. All right, guys. All right, I am going to make sure I didn't miss any super chats, and then I am going to end this stream. Oh, the other Mary B, my girl, says Jim and Jess are basically the same person. I don't know. I'm just gonna, people have their opinions. They're all welcome to. It's America here. America. What I do know for sure is that Jess and Jess are 100% the same person. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, all I can tell you is we're not hypocrites. This has nothing to do with Aiden. That's had something to do with her saying disgusting things about my friend and me addressing it. So, she was awful to Purple. That's the whole thing. I'm not going to get into it. If he wants to get into it, he can. I'm pretty sure he did. I know, girl. I am so behind. I'm always behind. It used to be even worse. It used to be even worse. All right, another normal mom subbed. Good job. Thank you so much. Yeah, Derek's a great guy. Let's see. Let's see. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Winks and Wilts. Thanks, Lauren, for the great job today. Thank you, Winks. Winks is another person who is always a ride or die for all these channels. She's amazing. Thank you, Kazi, for putting Derek's link in there. Ruth Ann, thank you so much. And thank you for coming over. We love that you're here. Bye, Lauren. Have a wonderful night. You too. I want everyone to have a great Sunday. Again, hi, Southwest Florida. Timely manner. Paula. All right, you guys are amazing. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I love you all very much, and we'll talk soon. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your time with family and friends and things that are real in life, not internet drama. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.